Hello, I'm ABX and Minecraft's brand new graphical setting, Vibrant Visuals, is now officially out for Minecraft, and so I figured to truly test it, let's beat Minecraft using them. So this is enableable using the experimental, and I want to see an entire game start to finish, every dimension, underground and not, in this brand new vanilla game setting. Unlike everything we've seen before, even Super Duper where you'd have to pay, this is a free update that is coming to the game soon. I'm incredibly excited, and also I went and watched the Minecraft movie, although you can't see my creeper cup because it's green on a green screen. Look, if I hold it at the right angle, it goes missing. That's fun. But anyway, today we're going to be going through precisely that, and interestingly, we won't be able to earn achievements because we are going to be using this beta feature. That is fine if you ask me. Let's load up a brand new world with vibrant visuals, and let's just say I'm excited to see how this one rolls, because I've played around with these briefly on my Xbox One, and a little bit more this morning on my Xbox One X, but here's what they look like on my PC, which has a 4080 Super, just for anyone who cares about specs in that way. But as you can see, just immediately, we are struck by some beauty. At least I am struck by some beauty. Hopefully you are too. But wow, look how vibrant it all is. But the fun thing about this isn't even the max setting. If we go in, we can actually turn up the render distance some. So let's do that, sure, why not? And then we can go into the options, and we can say, yeah, shadow quality on high, nah, ultra. Everything else is actually already set to the max. But yeah, we are going to turn all of the settings on the max. We are going to make sure the brightness is effectively set. I think default seems fine. And we're going to tell the game to favor... Oh, I thought this would actually do something, but it just changes your settings, huh? We're going to tell the game to just max everything out here. And so, let's roll into it at 22... actually, max chunks, max everything. Let's see how Minecraft performs. If you see the game lag, it is exclusively because of that. And so, oh yeah, look at the beauty here. Isn't this something special? Shaders do be pretty. And even better, by the way, is I want to talk about vibrant visuals a lot. I'm not going to spend this entire video doing it. Instead, I'll just playing the game and showing it. But look at how shadows work. You can see that is actually my shadow aligning to the pixel grid. And if I hold something by, say, breaking a block of dirt, you'll see that you can actually spot my dirt in my hand. Maybe you can't right now, but yeah, you can see my cape as well, for example, and you can also, presumably, at the right angles, see my tail poking through it. Yeah, you can. The geometry of your skin perfectly matches, and it's so cool. But anyway, hello everyone, I'm IBX Toycat, and I just watched the Minecraft movie and did the Minecraft live experience with a couple of friends, and it was a very interesting time. I need to talk about both things. Because I'm going to go crazy if I can't talk about it anywhere. And right now, the Minecraft movie is surprisingly underperforming critically and overperforming by, box office revenue, which is really, really interesting. But yeah, for this playthrough to work, I need to first find a village. You don't need a village to succeed, especially if you can find a ruined portal. I'm not sure that I can find either, though. But yeah, we're going to be looking for just a source of food and a source of nether. To beat Minecraft, we need both. So, yeah, let me know in chat if you see any frame drops in any notable, significant way. Right now, the game is running perfectly for me, surprisingly, given that we just maxed it out, and this is the first beta. But yeah, look at this. Isn't it nuts? Things are way too vibrant, Lamau says, bearded man. Honestly, I think we could do with turning down the brightness during the middle of the day. But it's a crucial overcorrection from the idea that it can get too dark. But yeah, let's just turn down the brightness the tiniest little bit, shall we? So in here somewhere was a brightness setting. We'll just set that to like here, the middle, let's just say. And it's, if anything, I don't think it's any less vibrant. I think it's just slightly less bright. But yeah, I just watched it and it made me sad, says Yuzu. I really, really enjoyed my time. I'm not going to claim that I know how your time went. Yeah, this looks like a whole new biome because of the shadows. I genuinely thought that tree was something else, but it's just a savanna tree. Good spot to find a village, by the way, or indeed a lava pit. I'll take any of that at this point. I'll just any structure the game is willing to give me, I'm willing to take. Oh, so we found our first issue. There's some missing terrain here, and is there a way to force that terrain to load in? Or if I turn down my render distance. No, okay, so I can't see anything past this point. Is that gonna fix it? So I'll leave the game and I'll come back. So we found one game-breaking issue so far. Hopefully it's just the one. Does the beta give any idea of when Vibrant Visuals will fully release? I would suspect, again, it's just the idea. It gives the vibes that they're going for the summer drop, right? So yeah, let's roll in and let's try and find a village. What's your CPU? It's a 13900K, if that is a real CPU, and if it's not, then that's what I think it is anyway. Intentional feature. So now it's a tiny bit laggy, I would say. Like not that much, but we're not getting a smooth 60 anymore. I guess the secret seems to be that the game does a lot of pre-processing when it loads chunks. So when the game is loading in chunks, it is painfully slow based on my Xbox. But once it's loaded them, it runs almost as well as it would normally. So yeah, hello everyone, how's it going? How's your Friday going? It's this is an unexpected stream. I was expecting to not be able to stream till tomorrow. But yeah, everything like kind of freed up a little bit today. And as a result, I am excited to say that here we are, ready to... Also, do you think Switch can handle vibrant visuals? It is not going to be. I think the Switch 2 probably can. And the fact that they haven't announced it says that they probably don't feel too good about a Switch 2 release date being around the same time as this. So let's make a wooden pickaxe just so we can kill a... Oh, by the way, a warm pig. First time killing one of those, I feel like. Do I get to feel good about that, chat? I don't know what the scoop is. But yeah, ideally I should probably get myself a furnace just so I can smelt something up. We could also get iron at the same time if I thought I was going to find a lava pit. I don't know if a lava pit would be easy to find or hard to find with this much brightness. Like, I don't know that I can see anything right now, chat. Like, I can see everything so clearly that I don't know that I can see anything, if that makes any sense. But let's just mine enough cobblestone for a pickaxe. And then follow that up with enough... okay, so jump in the water, pick up that cobble. It's hard to see where the third cobble is. There you are. Then we make ourselves a stone pickaxe. Would have just been faster to mine it all at the same time, but learning these lessons as we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 down there just to make sure it falls. Let's pick it up. Let's put it in a furnace, or let's make it into a furnace, and let's get some food so that we don't die while running around. I love speedrunning through Minecraft sometimes, but for today's playthrough, we deliberately will be going at least slightly more chill than you might expect. And also, I'm going to pick up a few extra coal bits, because having some torches will be great for testing out lighting in caves later. So, let's do precisely that. It still looks too bright for some reason, says Hypersonic X. Yeah, maybe I'm just too used to playing around with deferred rendering. This doesn't look that painfully bright to me anymore. I think this is the problem with playing around with graphics, is... like, compared to vanilla Minecraft, there is so much light on everything. But, like, a part of that is, like, yeah, intentionally. The whole point of Vibrant Visuals is to put too much light on things, is what some people would immediately respond to that with. But yeah, it's an interesting one regardless that I'm glad people are seeing. Again, last night when I played it, I was like, okay, looks great. Looks like everything I expect. I think on the smaller the screen you play it on, the less the brightness bothers you. If you play this on I played this on my my home TV. I don't know how many inches it was, but it's, you know, it's a big living room TV, 55 inches, something like that. On that TV, it is a lot. It is a lot to play this. So there is a level at which this is okay. By the way, I should have just kept running. The village is over there. Totally would have made it. Would have been fine. The water is way better, except for the blatantly, obviously repeating texture. Okay, but to be fair, a blatantly, obviously repeating texture is like, that's Minecraft. You can't be like, look at these trees. You can see the textures repeating. I think the water looks incredible from some angles, but angles like this, you can see it looks fine from. Like there, nuts. Here, well, actually, specifically there, it looks incredible, the reflections and everything. But from some angles, I would say I'm not quite as easily impressed. Maybe wrongfully so. I'm just going to slab over to this village. I'm still going to take some full damage. No, I'm dead. Okay. thank God for that little gap in the ground. And it was actually ideal because I wanted to be down here with my homies, see what they've got in their chests. Nice, some bread. So yeah, the Minecraft movie. I just watched it yesterday. Also, my condolences to Harrison and Ash. Also, I think I've got some really interesting experiences to talk about with that. I want to go to the London Minecraft experience, but I have no one to go with, and a grown man there alone with so many kids feels weird. Yeah, I want to talk about the experience. Carlisle, bring it up again in about half an hour, and we'll dive deep in the experience. Because for now, I want to start by talking about the Minecraft movie. The Minecraft movie is good. The Minecraft movie is bad good, just to be clear. Like, you can laugh at it or with it, and I think you'll have a great time either way. And I'm glad that they set it up that way. I think they have... if I'm being honest, I think it takes advantage of a lot of, like, Gen Z trends. So, you know, a lot of people love this idea of, like, having a movie just explained to them rather than, you know, like, actually getting a movie solely by themselves. So there's a lot of moments in the movie where, like, some dumb plot thing just happens, and it's like, it's happened. You don't have to worry about why. There's no complicated scene on it. It's just, that has happened. That's how it is. The movie starts with, like, 10 minutes of recap, which sounds excruciating, but it's like, again, it's like, in my mind, that's like, it's engagement curve craziness that actually does fit the movie well. There are so many... The movie is aimed at stoners, is my next point, by the way. There is no way they don't expect their target audience to be a man in their 20s, you know, watching it while, you know, like, getting slightly buzzed high, whatever else it is. I don't know what they're doing, but it is, you know, when I was, like, 17, 18, there were, like, this whole genre of stoner movies, where it's, like, you know, just filled with non sequiturs and stuff like that. The Minecraft movie aimed for exactly that market. It was wild to me that they could and that they would. There are so many, you know, if you've watched it, you know, it's like, hey, I'm gonna have to unalive you right now. It's like there's so many dumb, you know, like the Jeep Grand Cherokee is such a silly little bit, right? But you know, it is a bit nonetheless. Thanks for the head up. Gonna go to the Minecraft movie stoned. I genuinely think, so bear in mind, I don't think I have been stoned in a very long time. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna hold myself to that, legally speaking, but I feel like the movie was great, but I bet if you go while under some form of inebriation, I bet it is the best movie that has ever been made. And you know, so that is something. You could argue that, like, people get inebriated to, like, release their inner child, you know, to, like, you know, like, the people who drink alcohol just become toddlers again or something like that. It would be a valid argument to make. It's not one I'm going to make today. But, yeah, the movie is very strongly aiming at that market. Whether they know it or not. Yeah, I think if your worry is like, oh, man, I'm going to be watching a kid's movie... Because that is especially as you become an adult, you realize that a lot of things made for kids are made without passion. Like, people realize, like, we can make things for adults who are choosy and, you know, who have standards, or we can make things for children who are very, very easy to please. Or, you know, sometimes there's more nefarious reasons. But usually it's like, yeah, a lot of people assume that, like, kids stuff is, like, just not for them because it's not good, like the stuff they want to watch. The Minecraft movie is great. I bet it's entirely watchable by a child, but they definitely weighted towards the parents and the parents-child side of the equation, which is smart probably, because children will just watch a Minecraft movie because it's got Minecraft in the title, if they like Minecraft. There are so many zombies here, by the way. So this is nighttime and vibrant visuals. It is something, right? It is definitely something. Is that lava over there? Or is that... Oh, no. Don't you do whatever you're doing right now. I'm going to jump onto this tree where the baby zombie can't get me. And we're going to say that, yeah, because of the lower render distances, it's harder to see stuff like lava. I don't know that is lava over there, but it's something... It's suspiciously lit up in that direction. But as you can see, one of my big fears is usually when playing RTX, if you've watched my playthroughs, I guess you look at movies we watched as a kid now. There are so many hidden adult jokes, but we still enjoyed it, so perhaps. Yeah, that's... in my mind, that's a good family movie, is one where adults feel like, ha ha ha, those kids didn't get those jokes. And where kids are like, oh, it's a great movie, he said flint and steel, and you know, also, you know, like, and then, like, you know, Gen Z teenagers, or maybe young 20s now, but people who are in their, you know, teenage years are gonna be like, oh, he did the meme, he said, I am Steve. So many people, like, one of my friends said that they, or one of my internet friends, you know, one of my friends, let's not discriminate over here, it's all the same. One of the people I know said that they, oh my god, it's so bright. It's so bright in here. I am blind, chat. If you thought it was bright, if you thought it was vibrant in the overworld, this is what vibrant looks like. You have been misled. You've been very misled. So it's interesting because as soon as the light wears off, I think Minecraft looks better. And again, I feel like a cave usually isn't this easy to see around, but it is with vibrant visuals. And then when you go outside, the moonlight is so bright, but in a good way. It's still clearly eerie. Makes a change from RTX being so dark at night. Yeah, when I was playing RTX, the Nether and the caves were just impossible. I was sponsored by NVIDIA at one point, and I just said, they just said, please just show it off in a video. That's all we need you to do for this. And in my video, you know, as part of my thing, I was like, yeah, the Nether and the Nether and the caves are just unplayable. And I tried to, like, I feel like it's an example of just like I just said it. I was like, yeah, this is not the strength of RTX. Also, whoa, look at that. Look at the line around the box. This is interesting, right? Look at this. What's happening here? So strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Must be a vibrant visuals thing. Turn down brightness, maybe. I turned it down already. We could turn it down to the minimum, but we might regret that just as much. So, yeah, I'm looking for lava, and I saw this cave was lit up. But it's glow lichen. Chat, I saw glow lichen from that far away. My god, is glow lichen bright, or what? Look at this cave here. Look at it. We can see so much glow lichen. So, that is something, I guess. We're gonna go to bed and see what it's like in the morning. We've had a great time tonight. Turn it down harder. Let's see what it looks like with the brightness turned down all the way, I guess. So yeah, the goal of today's video is to kind of like test in its entirety this. We've now gone to barely visible, easily visible, not visible, kind of being functional. What do you think about this, chat? Oh, actually, I think this is good. I'm such a... Chat, I don't know if anyone else is the same, but when I play a game, I want, you know, and it says, turn this down so you can barely see something. And I'm like, why would I want to make it so I can barely see something? You don't control me. I'm gonna turn that all the way up. This looks so good. Whoa! Chat! Look at this. If you turn down your brightness to almost minimum, I'll see what it looks like on actual minimum now, just for the point of comparison. But this is nut. Maybe if we go all the way down. Okay, so all the way down, fully unplayable. All the way up, I'm gonna guess. I haven't... Chat, okay, everyone put on your sunglasses. You're about to go blind. All the way up looks like... Oh, God. I feel like I need to squint. I feel like my eyes hurt actively from this. So it's interesting that there's such a narrow band between that where it's actually good. And by default, the game sets it here. You want to have it set, like, here. I think this is the right... maybe a little bit brighter. This is a good spot. This is a really good spot. I wonder if caves will be actually playable. I normally go the recommended setting, but with this, it's way too dark. Oh, yeah. This is nuts. Do you see that over there, by the way? There's something over there that I can see from here, and I don't know what it is. Anyway, let's go into the jungle biome. We're just looking for lava to turn into obsidian to get our good stuff done. I'm very willing to spend some time looking across the Minecraft world, though, because it gives us an opportunity to see more biomes and see more things. Hopefully someone gets that reference. Also, I'm legally blind, says Cat Beanie. You know, I think the launcher is still on fire. How is the launcher on fire? What happened with that? Also, it looks good at the moment. Yeah, I think so. That pumping... Wait, no, sorry. Salam... Nope. Jammo Waffle Sponge. I read out your comment under 3 different people's aliases, which tells me now that you are 3 different people. It is not that I was wrong. It's that there's 3 of you. Hope you don't mind. Trim's Season 2 with vibrant visuals. So, get Bjulkeveld. Man, the way... First of all, I'm glad you enjoyed the Trim Season 1, as we can now call it, I guess. I'm kind of wondering, like, should we do ultra flat in this? Do you think that'd be some fun? Wasn't this called deferred rendering before it got officially revealed? Yeah, this is the, you're right, Cairo. If you happen to know deferred rendering, they're not making a public link between the two, but it's exactly the same in every sense of the word. So, yes, it is. I think it might be fun to make a little history or like a recap video on, like, you know, Better Together became deferred. Well, Better Together became RTX, which was really a brand deal. Then it became like OpenGL, but no one really cared about that. So then it became deferred rendering, and now here we are with vibrant visuals. And I was saying forever that their plan was to release this, chat, and then near the end of it, I was so sure that the reason they'd be going through this work is so that they can make marketplace packs. But it's like, no, you can just have this fully turned on, villain of Minecraft. It's great. XX Kitty XX Cat XX. So Cat not being able to read names. Nice to see some things never change. Good to see you, by the way. I hope things are well. How's it going? This is nice for super flat because render distance doesn't really matter. Yeah, you know, you got a good point, Bingo Lingo, actually. But then also, there's not really any terrain in a super flat or ultra flat or hyper flat or whatever we want to call it. Did you say you tried VV on your Xbox One? Yeah, I tried it on my Xbox One, my Xbox Series X, and now my PC. I think when I make the video, I'm going to compare the 3 platforms. Because interestingly, there is a huge gap between them. I was at the death in Season 1, so painful. I know, I never get that hungry. That's the lesson, right? You're not you when you're hungry. So chat, okay, I've been mentioning I wanted to do this for a while, but now I can pick up all of these, I can pick up all of these little leaf litters, and I can smelt them. Can you turn on the diagnostics thingy? I want to see what FPS you get of your current graphics. I could turn it on, but it is a bit of a pain. I have to, like, turn off a setting to get there. I have more admiration for playing for Toycat after playing Bedrock myself, because the regen is horrible and I am suffering. Thank you. I'm glad you're going through it. Someone needs to realize how wild it is. Also, hey, Andrew, how's it going? Thank you for asking. It's going pretty good. I'm disappointed we can't choose to have structures generate in super flat. Yeah, okay, so I want to be reasonable with Mojang on this one and say, that's chill. Let's like, custom super flat can come now, and then later, you know, like, we can work on all the bits one by one, right? Like, slowly but surely make a better version of the game. I don't know, like, I feel like that's the easy move there. Also, Infiniflat is a fun name for it. Joseph Spalskin. Also, Kitty Cat says, it's going good. Been a hot minute. Things are good. Yeah, it's been a very, very hot minute, huh? I think things are going very good. It's been a little bit. I've moved to a very different place. I live in London now. It's great. Loving it a lot. And also, still, I think the most shocking change is the console to Bedrock one. I feel like for anyone who hasn't been around the last 5 years, that's like that is genuinely a change where, like, halfway through it, I was like, this is wild. The version of the game that I play was just taken away effectively. But I'm amazed that it has all worked out, and that, like, even to this day, there's not really a Bedrock community. It's like, you know, we're slowly getting there though, which is awesome. So I love how the shadows are pixelated. Yeah, it's such a tiny change that makes such a huge difference. It looks weird if you don't know what it is. It looks like something is broken, but then you immediately realize, no, this is Minecraft. This is how it's meant to be. It's beautiful. It's great in its own little way. Speaking of great in its own way, do you see that? It's a second village, chat. So I'm not going to find lava in a village, but I'm going to see some stuff. What's better, RTX or Vibrant Visuals, says Holly Barnes. So when I mentioned that I liked Vibrant Visual, I mentioned I liked deferred rendering better than RTX in my video, and I got so much hate that I actually took the video down. I've only we got a portal. I got a lot of hate for that opinion. People are like, no, like deferred is just worse. But I think it kind of depends on your settings. Like, truth be told, any shaders of any quality are what is good, and no one really cares much beyond that, I think. So this pickaxe is going to be great. Actually, can I go to the Nether? I can't, even though I'm missing 2 pieces of obsidian. I've also 2 lodestones. What do I do with that, chat? What do I do with 2 lodestones? I'm missing 2 pieces of obsidian, so if this village has a blacksmith, we can go to the Nether. If it doesn't have a blacksmith, then we are staying in the overworld. Yeah, you live in America for a while too, right? I have kept up with some of what you've done. Can't believe you changed game types. Absolute betrayal. Yeah, the America move was the most interesting one. I think it was a good time. I think, broadly speaking, the reasons I moved to America were poor. Haven't gone over that enough. But I think it was a really good time. And it sounds like now, like, I don't know, like, there's a particular, like, connotation. If I said I was going to go and live in America now, I think people would genuinely be telling me, like, I don't think that's a good idea, Toycat. I think, I feel like I managed to get in before it was, you know, personally, if you're asking my genuine, like, my genuine take, I don't think too much has actually changed, but the vibes have changed entirely. And everyone knows, you know, where the vibes go. I don't know what the rest of that is, but they definitely say things about it. So let's put away the seeds, because I'm never going to need any of those. Then 9 leaf litter, 2 wheat, and let's try and find some lava. Come on. Also lava, I wondered why now would be such a controversial idea. Yeah, it's, you know, you might not know this, but recently, you know, very shockingly, also, is the golem going to be able to come here, or is he trapped? I think he's trapped, chat. I'm probably going to die to my beliefs. Actually, let's make sure I don't die for my beliefs. Let's get my bed out. Let's just put one down here. And then that way, even if I die, you know, it's not that big of a thing. The UK put a warning on traveling to the USA recently. Tell us about it on the second channel, Toycat. So, I'm a big believer in the world is a less scary place than people will tell you that it is. Right? I think that you can visit Turkmenistan safely as long as you stay on the tourist route, and you know, like it's in your. I'm a believer in the idea of aligned interests. It's how most of the world works most of the time, but every now and then, people need to prove that they don't operate rationally. And when you are operating with a madman, those piglin brutes be great at making the tariffs. Did you see how much hate I got on that post, by the way? Do you see how, I want to mention, like, I'm like, you know, I've never seen such a politically poisoned comment section as under the piglin brute is raising tariffs on the overworld. It's like, oh, you're clearly making fun of Trump here. It's not fair to say. And it's like, look, if you think this is a bad thing that your guy is doing, and that, like, oh yeah, if the piglin brute raising tariffs on the overworld is such a bad thing, then that is your indictment. You know, if anything, I'm supporting. You know, you could argue it's like super pro president of the US to be like, yeah, the president's got such a good idea, even the piglin brute is borrowing it. I think, also, thank you, where did you post it? I put it, hey, thank you, Savage, ADO, appreciate the Toycat tax, the first of the stream, if I'm not mistaken, massive appreciation for that one. So I've got a ruined portal, but no way to actually do anything with it. I can look around at night, also, by the way, even with my brightness turned down, nighttime is still looking pretty good, but yeah, I'm not seeing any lava anywhere. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious, personally, says Justin Delisle. Yeah, so I was considering not posting it, because I was like, I think this would be funnier if I make... Oh, lava! See, this is... Oh, look at this, by the way. This is beyond beautiful. Like, you can see perfectly around you. No, not perfectly, right? It's still too bright when you use the torch. So I'm just going to take a little bit of full damage here. Go over the hill. Place a torch on it, just to see how lit up it is from a distance. Yeah, I think torches look great when you're not in them. That's my crazy take here. And I think that... But in my hand, it's far too bright. I'm going blind. I'm going literally blind. Yeah, I started to, I posted it. I was considering posting it on YouTube, and I decided no, this would be... I had an idea, chat. I was like, this would be the funniest, like, if not YouTube short, full YouTube video. Like, I don't know why I did years ago the series of like, like countries explained with Minecraft villagers. And I thought it was really, really fun. And I thought, like, wouldn't it be funny if I just take this article of, the tariffs and just replace every mention of the word Trump with Piglin Brute and every mention of other countries with overworld mobs, right? And I thought it was so fun, and I was like, this needs to be a video. And so I don't want to spoil the video by making a community post. But then I was like, you know what? No, let's just see how people like this. And so I got so much hate on it that I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'll remove this. I'll stick to my original plan. And that way, if people want to hate on the video, I can get some ad revenue for it. Because the problem when people hate on a community post is it's like, you know what? I can't monetize your I don't know, like your polarization, your ability to make anything, your poisoned mind is not a profit source for me. And if you're gonna get angry comments, also, oof, the creeper is definitely gonna murder me in the morning. Ooh, okay, didn't need that bed anyway. Also, do I want the Drown's Trident? I think I do, chat. I think I'm gonna want the Drown's Trident. Come on, no! Okay, did I get it? It definitely sounded like something dropped. And now let's go to the Nether, chat. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna set down a bed for a spawn point. I'm gonna set down my furnace, and I'm gonna cook up the... I guess the raw chicken. No, the raw pork chops first. I'm gonna use leaf litter just because I have so much of it. This is nuts. This is literally blowing my mind, chat. Leaf litter is such a good furnace source. I think this is the most OP item they've added in a while, and they just did it, Also, we need the authoritarian versus libertarian video. Yeah, yes, I love revenue and money. I'm greedy, yes. Yeah, exactly. Trigo Nalata, you understand my portrayal of the thing there. No, I think as a creator, I think if you're self-employed, you have to have a bad relationship with money, or you're gonna have a bad relationship with your life expenses, Or rather, you can have if you have a good enough relation with your, moderately wealthy parents, or wildly wealthy parents. You ever see some things and you're like, I went into an art exhibition today, and there was nothing you could buy. It was ludicrously expensive. It was on for 2 weeks, and they put, like, thousands of pounds of work into this. If you live in London, you've seen, like, 10-foot graffiti was by. And it's like, what is the purpose of this? And it's like, maybe at some point they want to make money, but clearly right now that is not even, like, top 10 priority for them. They're just kind of having some fun. Also, can we use textures with VV yet? Yeah, you've been able to for a while, though. So it's not actually a particularly unique thing. Also, custom crafting is only useful when you want to do stuff like this, by the way. Just gonna reiterate that opinion. Then we're gonna make a chest. Oh, and a shield. I should definitely... I am too far behind the curve on making a shield. By the way, you should be able to unslab slabs is my crazy hot take. But that will have to rest for now, because we're going to chop down some of this. We're going to make some of this, make myself a shield. And then we need a bucket too, I guess. And then we're going to the Nether. Let's do it. So this is lava. It is a little intimidating if you look at it the wrong way. But we'll do just great. Orange Man is bad. I can't get my child HRT medication. How is the cultural enrichment in London? Oh man, there's so many layers to what you just posted. But again, I have a subscriber, and their favorite thing is to remind me that I left my game on not invite only. But the biggest reason I need to not leave my game on invite only is because they join my games. It's a real cat and mouse problem I have. No, I think if you like a set of policies, I'm totally fine with that. But if you can't see a factual description of policies you like as anything but an attack, like I guess in the modern world, the idea of I'm like, I would describe myself as someone who's like very open. A lot of people find it to be hugely distressing to engage with worldviews that aren't their own, right? Whereas I'm the sort of person who genuinely thinks, like, man, I would be fully willing to concede that my worldviews are, like, based on my experiences and only as objective as I could be, which honestly is not very objective, right? I mention a lot how, like, I've got all sorts of biases that come from my upbringing. And even, especially when we're talking about, like, when we come into, like, the multi-dimensional country issue, it's like, yeah, if you live in not the US, of course your opinion on tariffs is going to be worse than if you lived in the US, because you live in a world where, one sec. No, it's nothing. My door opened, but it was just the wind draft or something like that. That's everybody's worldviews. I think everyone has worldviews that are formed by their own experiences, but I think a lot of people genuinely, if they don't realize it, then they don't care. That is my, is that a hot take, or is that just the statement of events there? But yeah, I think most people have a worldview that is formed by their own experiences, and so like, legitimately, right? Let's if there was a decent chance, as but if let's say it was a known quantity, the piglin brute raising tariffs on, I'm not following this track plan, but if you can have things which are really bad for most people but good for the people that it's I don't know, it's like, would you mind if you found out that your lawyer like did something really illegal to get you out of, like your case? Or, here's an interesting one. Have you watched Adolescence, anyone in chat? I think my hot take is, like, I think that even though you know that your son, right? Yeah, it's the son who does the thing. Even if you know your son did something bad, I think that one of my values, I don't know where it comes from, is that I think that you should still be willing to defend your child, right? You shouldn't be like, oh, well, they're guilty, so I'll just let them go to prison. I'd be like, nah, I don't agree with what you did, but I'm going to make sure this legal case goes as, in your opinion, in your way as possible. I think loyalty is something, if we don't have loyalty, we don't have anything, right? If you don't exist in if you don't believe in if you don't believe that you exist in a country, then you don't have any of the benefits that people coming together can bring, right? If you just believe you exist in a loose zone, then there's no value to that. But yeah, I then also think that some people who take the idea of loyalty to the extreme, where they're like, I'm not even willing to concede that maybe I'm wrong because of my, like, if I am so loyal to the UK that I take, what was the person's comment? Like, ooh, how are cultural values going down in the UK? If I was so in love with my country that I couldn't concede we were maybe doing something wrong in the way that you imagine so, then I wouldn't really love my country. I would just be playing team politics on the side of it, right? So chat, usually the laggiest part of Minecraft when I'm recording is the nether. I'm going to turn down my render distance for this. Just to make sure that we are fine. So chat, oh, look at this. Oh, that is too much fog. That is far too much fog. I should be able to look at the other side of a cave that I'm in and not have to be like, well, there's no sign of anything in here. Oh, gross. Hey, is it time? Will the UK please take Canada back? You know, I think you know, there's more than a few people who would like the UK to get involved with whatever's going on. I think one of the reasons the UK functions, by the way, is because in the grand sense of things, we own relatively little land, right? Like until you spend time in, like, I don't know, rural Ontario, or until you spend time in, like, what's the stereotypical state? Okay, you know, actually, when I lived in the US, I went north into Nevada and south into North Arizona. If you go in either direction more than a 20-minute drive, civilization ends. And it's like, oh, yeah, when you live with 100,000 people in your AO... Also, so when you play Vibrant Visuals, the Nether is just unplayable. There's just nothing we can do to make this worthwhile, right? That fog is just painful. I want to turn off the cave fog. I hate it. Oh, can we not turn that off? Can we turn off volumetric fog? Oh, the cave fog is on regardless? What? Why would it be on regardless? Whose choice is that? Is it reflections maybe, or shadow quality? Nope. Okay, so there's no way to turn it off. It's just on max all the time. Hope you like that, I guess. Is it bloom? Is it no? This is okay. That's fine. That's great. I see. Also, I've got to not get rid of any of those because I'll go blind if I do. Chat, I've never needed to use torches in the Nether before, but I am lost without it right now. It is impossible to do anything. What's bloom? Bloom, if I'm not mistaken, is the thing that appears around your thing. The problem with the current fog, adjust brightness. There's no way brightness would change this, right? Yeah, there's no way brightness should change this. Mojang represents the gas. So, yeah, we're just going to start mining from the portal. I've got an entire pickaxe of efficiency, too. Let's see where that gets us. At least in editing software, bloom means making things softer. I think bloom... Oh, is this the outside world? Please be the outside world. Oh, wow! Chat, the game is... I hate to say it. I tested the Nether earlier. It was not this unplayable. Let's see if maybe we can turn up the brightness. Okay, it's dire. Yeah, so this pack has fallen into the mistake that every other one makes. Oh, not this pack. This literal Minecraft update. It is I think it's better with this. If we turn up the brightness to this level, it's a bit better. Oh, but man, is it bad. Oh, man, is this bad. So we're going to tunnel down a little bit. I'm just going to use up my entire golden pickaxe. Like, at least I'll know when I'm falling down to nothing, but, like, what do I even do about this, by the way? Okay, so there's something down there. Okay, this is... You know, do you think it's a happy gas, chat? You know, statistically, it's a non-zero chance it'll be happy with me. And so let's just assume that's true. Thank you, Dio Ted, for becoming a channel member. The Nether is a disaster. Like, legitimately, something is wrong with this. This is not how the Nether should look. Should I restart my game? I'm going to assume it's broken and that it just needs a restart. I wonder if the Nether smells of methane. Very easy to fool and die. Oh, look at the lag. It's slideshow time. It's toy cat. Oh, it is. Something was just fundamentally broken. The cave fog doesn't turn off when you leave a cave. Useful to know. So yeah, I'm doing great, chat. I'm doing great. Oh, it's like the Minecraft movie out here. So yeah, speaking of the Minecraft movie, by the way, yeah, very funny. I kind of want to talk about it in depth. There's so many fun things in the Minecraft movie that they should put in the game. And I feel like usually complaining like, here's a cool idea for the game, will go nowhere. But, especially if the Minecraft movie does well, I think they're going to be especially attuned to listening to those ideas. I hope, at least, that that's what we can maybe see a little bit of. Also, speaking of a little bit, let's do this. Can you circle back to the Minecraft experience somehow? I said I would do it in half an hour, Dasher. Has it been half an hour? I think there's a real possibility it has been. I don't think there's a way I'm going to be able to beat Minecraft this way, by the way. I think I'm too shook by everything. Like, how am I going to find a Nether fortress if the Nether looks this dark? We'll play for it anyway. We'll see how far I can get in a Minecraft world. I can get my ender pearls easy, that's for sure. Oh, actually, I can get them easier than that because, no, I didn't bring any wood from the overworld. I need boats. Also, my stream has just given me an error saying that there are too many frames being dropped. Look at this. Something is wrong. I don't know what. But yeah, I want to make myself a boat, chat, but I don't have the right type of wood. It's just not something I'm attuned to bringing with me to the Nether. So I'll make a sword instead. I think that will go better. Let's make an iron sword. And let's just eat. And then let's just attack the guy. Oh, that was a bad idea. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, where is he now? I'm sitting in a corner, desperate for my life. I'm fighting for it. It's so dark in here, chat. This is not correctly set up. I get it's a beta, but this is... It's better than any RTX and better than any deferred pack I've played. But it's not working right. I don't know how to fix it. I just know it's broken.
Is there a thing as to mini super chats during your lives? I feel bad disturbing you.
So saving Savage ADO, I'm gonna level with you here. I've said this before, and it's a weird thing to say, but I'm saying it again because it's true, not because I think it's a, you know, I'm not just like, well, I'd better say it. I genuinely think money is one of my love languages. I think that someone being you know, like, people can ask for lots of things all the time and just be like, but because I want it. But if you give some, you know, if you give a little tip in return, what you're saying is like, oh yeah, I value this, and I actually want your things to get better, and I'm gonna provide you with some of the resources to do precisely that. It is something that, you know, it's you know, you ever walk past like a homeless person, and you're, I'm not finishing this analogy. Okay, I'm looking at all these guys right in the head. There we go. Let's kill some Endermans. Oh, this is going well too. Yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving whatever this is. Okay, so Enderman 1. Oh wow, look at the pearls. They're lit up so brightly. So that's 2 pearls. Maybe a third if we're feeling lucky. Yeah, third, we are feeling lucky. So 3 ender pearls, chat. That's great news. I'll go for another 3, because this is a really nice, nicely put together biome right here. It's so rare you get an opportunity to have this happen. So let's take advantage of it. Finish it, we must know about the homeless. You know, okay, so I think actually, weirdly enough, have you ever like sat down? I'm gonna level with you that I have not done this because I am a monster. But like people who give money to homeless people, it's better than doing nothing, probably. But what you actually need to do, right? If someone says I need a hostel for the night, if someone says I need, you know, like, what you need to do is you need to sit down with that person and be like, here are the resources that are available. You know, it's your duty to help people, not by saying, oh yeah, someone should do something about that, shouldn't they? But knowing what it is that people do about that thing. You know, like, there are a lot of shelters that won't, you know, like, that, like, you know, insist on, like, clean-only policies. And there are a lot of shelters where, like, homeless people will steal from other homeless people. And a lot of them are suspicious about that and stuff. But like sitting down and like actually helping someone through their options, that's the nicest thing you can do in that situation, right? Or, you know, like actually helping someone with their problem, being like, allow me to relieve you of one problem that you probably haven't had time to deal with. It's one of the nicest things you can do. I think on a broad, like, how do you show anyone in the world that you care about them? You know, if you're in school and you like a girl and you do her homework, there's a chance that she takes advantage of that fact. But at the very least, even if she's taking advantage of the fact that she likes you, she knows that you like her if you did her homework for her, right? Because you are saying, here is a thing that currently burdens you, allow it to burden me instead. And so, you know, the equivalent of that for me, and the reason why there's no such thing as too many super chats, is because I have a problem, chat, of the number of meals I have left in my life, and the number of lobster rolls I want to eat, compared to my financial budget for lobster rolls, it just doesn't stack up. I'm gonna go bankrupt eating lobster rolls every meal, unless it's for generous. But more seriously, it's saying like, you know what? Next time you want something, you know, a little expensive, don't worry about it. That's cool. I mentioned before I think I've only had like monstrously rich friend with my only rich friends have had very, very questionable morals. Take from that what you will. I don't think I'm friends with any monstrously rich people anymore. But yeah, to me it's like, you know, actually. By the way, thank you. Why do snails donate to slugs? So are you a snail or a slug in this analogy? By the way, Abs Kebabs asks, when do you think old gen consoles will stop getting updates? It'll be a long time. I might be surprised if by the time the PlayStation 6 is announced, the PS4 stops support. Because right now, the level of device that can play Minecraft... You know, think about it this way. If a Switch can play Minecraft, you're going to be fine on your PlayStation 4 for a long time to come. You know, and they can't discontinue the Switch for a good bit. Even the Switch 2. Is the Switch 2 as powerful as an Xbox One? I can't imagine it is if it's still playing 1080p games. So yeah, just something to think about, right? Just something to think about. I think 10 ender pearls will probably do me fine for now. Let's go on a Nether exploration. Get out of my way. I'm trying to get up here. Okay, this has gone horribly wrong. Let's go. Oh, is that a fortress? No, that's just the terrain. It'd be a cool fortress. Yeah, it's so dark I genuinely can't tell what things are, chat. This is meant to be one of the most vibrant biomes, and I'm in here like, you know, it's kind of nice, I guess. It is kind of nice, I guess. Some real nice warped trees here. Like, every now and then it looks perfect, and then every now and then it looks just like a mess. I don't even understand why that is. And then, like, obviously the lava is lit nicely. But, like, the caves are not. Don't understand it. So, Switch can barely play Minecraft, says Bibap. Or Bitbap the Giant. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, I think relieving someone of a problem in their life is one of the hardest but truest ways to show caring, right? You know, it's and one of the easiest ways to show you don't care about someone, right? If we want to inverse this is something I'm a big believer in. Is if you invert something, then you should, you know, like, I think inverting things is the easiest way to, like, think something through logically. And so if you invert the idea of, you know, solving someone's problem, yeah, fixing someone's problems, relieving someone of their burden, if you invert that and you give someone problems, it's a really easy way to show someone you don't care about them. If your job is to produce problems, that is the easiest form of not caring in the world. You know, being someone who's... I think, though, like, to be fair, like, you know, to go back to the girl in the school ground analogy, I think there are lots of guys whose specific things is they love a girl who always is giving them problems. I saw a Slavic girl walking with her boyfriend today on Tower Bridge, and You know, I don't know what she was upset about, but it looked like everything. And I was like, you know, this is a stereotype so widely known that, like, yeah, he's in for this. He knows about this. He either thinks it's a worthwhile trade-off, or he actively loves having a, you know, like a little problem thrown his way every day. Speaking of alleviating problems, thumbnail on Discord. Oh, exciting! Allow me to check it out right now. Also, Dasher, you want to hear me talk about it too? How many villagers did you rescue today, Toy Cat? Don't you worry, we are going to give you an answer right after this thumbnail. Oh, yeah, it looks great. Shintao, I would say let's hit that. Let's make that video public. Let's do it. Throw the thumbnail on. Hit the public button. If it's got timestamps, I'm sure it does.
I appreciate your content. I've made my wife listen to you because I watch you stuff all the time. She is familiar with you. I think she enjoys you too.
Thank you. Okay, first of all, Savage ADO, appreciate that a lot. Again, make sure not to show your wife my content to the point where you burden her life, because she is your wife. I think that is I think that's really cool. First of all, I'm glad that you have found something about what I share to be valuable. I think it's I think that is a real nice compliment for you to be like, yeah, actually, I do appreciate it, and let me show it with $50 worth of tips. That's awesome. I also appreciate, this is just my pro tip for anyone watching. Every now and then, both internally and externally, there's like a fear, right? Especially when you come to YouTube, like, oh, well, the only people who watch Minecraft are kids. And so, like, there's always a fear of, like, oh, someone tips. Is that their money? When someone is like, oh yeah, I am an adult with a wife and it looks like a car and a job and everything like that, it's a much better, like, oh yeah, this isn't me using some other, this isn't me stealing from Peter to pay Paul. Is that what it's like when you steal from your parents to pay IBX Toy Cat? Did you say the complaining woman was Slavic, or did I mishear it horribly? Oh, I said Slavic. Yeah. Don't worry. It's a stereotype, though, right? I'm not. Or maybe I guess stereotypes are harmful in their own way, but I'm not making up a stereotype. I am using one that already exists. So this is a soul sand valley, and it looks real dire. But you know, chat. Let's go into it, right? What's the worst that can happen in a soul sand valley? These are famously chill biomes with very little going on. I don't see how anything could go wrong with this. It's so dark. It's painfully dark. I'm gonna get exploded. Yeah. I saw it coming though. You know. Okay. Yeah, it's rough. It's dark. It's rough. I can see nothing. It's, I guess, because it doesn't have the lava lighting it. You have to have Soul Sand Valley, or you have to have Soulfire in this valley. Okay, getting destroyed by a skeleton right now. I hate how that works, by the way. Okay, let's go. Skeleton gangs are evil. Also, interesting stereotype. I mean, the other side of the stereotype is I think Slavic girls are known to be insanely practical. There's you get a little bit of everything in every stereotype, right? I feel like there's a stereotype for every type of person, you know, like the stereotype for dating British women would be like, you know, in exchange for you know, being you know, I'm not sure what the in exchange would be. I'm not sure what you get in exchange for this. Maybe you get someone who speaks like you know, like you get someone who speaks proper. Except actually, if you date a British girl, she probably takes a little bit like this. But in exchange, she can cook you a proper good toad in the hole. Yeah, a spag bowl. I don't even know what I'm doing at this point. I don't know any stereotypes about dating British women. I'm sure they exist. And I'm sure they are terrible. I'm sure there's stereotypes about dating British men, right? Like, I think British men are, you know, before we invented the terms for, like, you know, autism, and before we had done any of that, you know, like understanding of the brain, we were just like, oh yeah, English men just like get obsessed with things. They'll just go into their shed for a few months and invent a faster way to, you know, invent a gun that can shoot potatoes or something. Eccentric, I believe is the term. There's a negative for every single person out there, and they're only ever like 40% true, but 40% true is better than 0% true, you might say. Don't forget that orange foundation. Yeah, I am picturing an Essex girl with very, very strong fake tan on. I don't even like. This is the most like ludicrous thing, and it is just like, it's just in this country. I guess because we don't have much sun, showing that you have a tan shows that you've gone on a foreign holiday or something. But so everyone puts on fake tan. It's very confusing. I've never seen. To be fair, maybe like fake tan looks good when it doesn't look like fake tan. You know how like people complain about makeup, but like good makeup doesn't look like makeup; it just looks like your natural features. But yeah, we found no fortresses, by the way. Yeah, maybe fake tan looks good when it looks like regular tan. I know a British girl with can make you great spagbo on her dating profile, so it sounds accurate. Nailed it. Look at that. It's funny that I can say making an Italian dish. I feel like from all the Italian women I've known, none of them would brag about making you spaghetti bolognese. I feel like that is that's one we've reclaimed for ourselves there. By the way, if I turn on Drop 2 2025, we could make ourselves a little happy ghast, I reckon. The fake tan thing is ubiquitous here in Utah too. I've learned this, Jim. Interestingly, Utah is the most English state, right? I could be wildly off on that one. Interestingly, they have the highest like Spanish second language because of the missionaries. But I think if it's not the most English, it's the most white. Okay, this is crazy. This is offensive, but it's okay because broadly speaking, we're picking white people as targets, which are okay for this sort of thing. But just in case it's not, remember I am Asian. But yeah, there is one type of person in Utah. There is one look, and 70% of the state look exactly like it. And not enough people are talking about this. If you go to, you can spot someone who's come from Utah. Again, to be fair, you know, I lived in neighboring Nevada for a bit. Is it neighboring? Yeah, it's neighboring like Southwest. You could tell when someone came from Salt Lake City. I actually met a subscriber who moved from Salt Lake City to Vegas. They said something very funny again to tie it back into the autism family. They were like, yeah, I'm just incredibly autistic, and or like, but they said it in like I forgot the words they used, but it was something shocking where you're like, oh yeah, I guess that's you know, to drop that as the first thing in a conversation, like it's oh god, it was a very, very like moment. But all I know about Utah is Mormonism. Yeah, exactly, Dasher. And now, could you work out why, if there's a very Mormon state, why everyone in that state would start to look a little bit similar? Why there would be like a certain look that people might start to figure out. Anyway, this drink is so good, by the way. I've got to say, I hate to admit it, drinking a drink out of a fun container does taste better. Drinking a drink out of a container where you can't see the liquid going down when you drink it, I think this is the future, chat. I think there's a reason why you don't want to drink out of a glass. A glass is great if you don't trust the drinking establishment, right? If you want to make sure it's not dirty, you can see the stains in glass really easy. Whereas, you know, just as a fun fact, the cinema refused to fill this up for me. I'll talk about the Minecraft experience soon, by the way, don't worry. But so before we do it, wait, can I turn off the deferred? Oh, you can. You can press semicolon to turn it on or off. Oh, it literally is deferred, by the way. It's amazing. It's amazing how well that rebrand went down. It's incredible how effective that has been. Anyway, yeah, the white is practically exotic where I'm at, says Act Now. I want to know where you are. Today I learned Toy Cat thinks inbreeding is a British trait. Oh yeah, if you learn about, I can make this joke, I'm Asian. If you learn about if you look into the comment that the person made earlier as an attempt to disparage my country, and if you look into it and you look into, you're happy you're not knowing the rest of this sentence. Let's just pretend it's not happening. Sounds great to me. Okay, so, but yeah, it is like royal people have always done it, right? And now we are bringing it back, is all I'm saying. We're bringing it back. You know, which, to be fair, very, very good. You know, I think it's a weird thing, but like a lot of people want their children to be perceived as royal, and the easiest way to have your children be perceived as royal is to do it with your cousin. It's the easiest. It's the Temu version of having royalty in the family. Oh god. I'm a US citizen with many generations of German roots. I didn't appreciate it until I flew Lufthansa and all the flight crew looked like they could be related to me. You know, you might be eligible for a German citizenship, said 6. I think the hot take is you know, I'm a big believer in like incentives and whatever else. I think the hot take is like right now, you know, being a dual citizen has a lot of value to any country. But I think like if you're the sort of person who's like, I don't like what the US is doing, just pick up another citizenship. Just, you know, like just let the US know that they're in your top 2 choices. But you know, it's like when you threaten to leave a job and all of a sudden they're like, okay, maybe we'll start taking those concerns seriously. You know, you just gotta remind people like the idea of this not being something is an option. Just so you, or like I guess the better example is if you pretend the easiest way to get your mobile phone provider to lower the prices, like they probably should be doing anyway, is to threaten to leave. So I think I want to go this way. Actually, you know, let's just go this way. Let's go really deep this way. I'm gonna find another fortress eventually, I'm sure. Do your cousin, is that sort of some internet joke I don't understand? Oh no, we have very high cousin marriage, but also breeding rates in the UK. It's like again, I'm trying to be sensitive as I say all of this, but we have a large number of people born with genetic defects to it. It's one of those weird things. Like cousin marriage is actually fine, right? Like I don't mind if you marry your cousin. I mind if you marry your cousin and then have children, and then those children turn out, you know, like wrong. That's where I draw the line. I think what is the name for the thing of like you are probably more likely if you weren't raised around your cousin, you would be more likely to find them attractive, because what we broadly look for in the world is like us but not related to us. So if you and your cousin are in different places, and then, you know, one day you meet her, you're like, wow, it's got all the things that I like about my mother, but I don't realize they're about my mother. Mixed with this. So this has gone really off topic, which is a great opportunity. It's literally legal to marry your cousin. Crazy. It's legal to marry your cousin and then have children with your cousin. And then even crazier, right? It is the country's problem. It is our problem, like taxpayers, because that is how healthcare works, broadly speaking, in this country. That is you know, that's something where even as someone who loves the UK, always waving the UK flag. Where's my UK flag? I can't wave it. One sec. I'll pause the game. Look at this. I can pause the game. Always waving the UK flag. I literally moved from a delightful. I moved from Sin City to come back here. You know, that's a commitment. Yeah, you have to say somewhere in there like, ooh, is this fine? But I also kind of, you know, I take it as like, man, I love that you are. I love an open attitude that's willing to say, yeah, even if we know what you're doing is wrong, as long as it, because there's this really messy world right, chat? If we can just take one moral, if we can take like one, you know, philosophical quandary today. The one value I think everyone has somewhere in them, when like you probably get it twisted at some point if you spend enough time on the internet, but everyone has the value in you on like a base level of like, you know, I think that you should be able to do what you want to if you don't mess with, like if you're messing with other people, like playing TikToks on the bus, death penalty. If you're at home, you know, making, you know, potato guns in your shed, I don't mind you doing that. I would rather you did something more productive if I'm your dad, but I'm not your dad. You know, as society, I agree that I'm not your dad and you agree that you're not mine. Although if you'd like to agree to be my dad is behind about 22 years of birthday gifts. I've got to guilt him on that. Make sure he writes me in his will or something. Because I don't think he has any money. But, you know, I bet he's got... Okay. But staying on topic, yeah, I think the interesting point where that ends though is like when you create a new human life, you know, or in some cases if we want to get really spicy, if you choose not to create a human life, but is that everyone else's issue that you did that? Like if you end someone's life, we all agree that's not okay. Even though the dead person can't speak anymore, we agree on behalf of that dead person. We're going to track you down. We're going to go through a lot of work to make sure that you don't have a comfortable life again. Because if you end someone's life, if you make someone have that bad of a time, you kind of deserve it. Yeah, I think we just have to turn this off. I think there's just no justification for leaving it on. It makes the game lag a little bit. But, like, isn't this so much better than this? What do you reckon, chat? So, yeah, the interesting philosophical quandary is when you create new life, how do you think that plays around with the values of, does this actually affect other people or not? Is it, in other words, is it our problem when you create new life? And then even more messily is like, so if you create new life, but under bad circumstances, you can start with stuff like, if you, if you know it's going to be born with, you know, genetic defects. But then you could extend it to like, okay, if you know that you have, I think it's Huntington's disease, but there's a few diseases that are really, really rare. But if you have the gene for it, you have just a 50% chance of having it. It's like it, you know, you could then make the argument like, isn't it messed up to be having children with that? Then you can extend it deeper and get really dark and be like, you know, oh, is there something up here? No, there's not. That piglin looks so good though, right? Yeah, goodness, what have I walked into, says me being ein. So I'm going to finish my point by saying when you create new life, it becomes messy, because whose jurisdiction is that life? Is that life yours, or is that life society's? And broadly speaking, we can pretend it's society's, but as a society, we actually treat it as yours. You know, like, you can't kill your child, and you can't wildly mistreat your child. But, like, you know, you can do lots of things that broadly aren't savory, because you brought that here, and so you can deal with that. Anyway, so the interesting question is, when do you think that barrier gets drawn, and when does the right become your right versus society's right, and when does that become society's right versus your right? But to come back to a nice lighter topic, let's talk chat. This is a crazy conversation, says Sly Raccoon. Yeah, I was just joking when I said all of that. I meant in Minecraft, I was talking about pigs. Or sheep or something. Whoopsie, my bad. I want to instead dive onto the Minecraft. There's genetic testing to avoid preventable genetic conditions. Oh yeah, so then, Kat, is it messed up to do those tests and then not care about the results? Or therefore, is it messed up to not do the tests even, you could say? You know, are you set, because that, you know, this is where it gets, sorry, I'm not continuing this any further. I'm going to continue one more point, chat, and then we're moving on to the Minecraft experience. But like, I think one of the most interesting philosophical discussions you can have that will help you realize if your values are aligned with someone is like, is it okay you know, like, is it okay to bring someone into the world that you know will have a more miserable experience than average? Or is it your duty to bring someone into the world who would otherwise be, you know, like, not brought into the world because of how they'll be born? Really interesting discussion, but we can't have it right now because the Minecraft live experience, it came to London, chat, and so I went with, if you're curious, I went with a few people who work for the channel. You may or may not know them. But what's interesting about it? Oh, okay, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, I have to just not die now. Oh, that's so weird. That was very weird. So I'm just gonna sit in a nice little corner for a bit. I think that's my new plan. Cat literally cat dangling a carrot and a stick in front of us. Also, you polarize against the piglins, knowing they enslaved Gas and left the children. Yeah, controversial discussions are kind of the Toy Cat brand at this point. My favorite thing in the world, because again, I think I can only enjoy this because, you know, I think my mind is relatively high up on the openness spectrum. Is like I'm willing to like have a discussion and be like go into it without pre-suspecting a result. It's like if you try to talk about politics and you already made up your mind, you won't have a good discussion because if you find out something that you disagree with, you'll be like, oh no, information must be wrong. And same about this. If you go into a discussion being like, you know, there's loads of competing preconceived views you can come to. It makes it harder to come to another one because we like a view of the world that is neat and round and fits into a little box, but actually the world isn't neat or round and doesn't fit into any boxes, no matter how hard you try. So yeah, we're going this way now. I'm just praying that I find a fortress. If I don't find a fortress, we'll die. It'll be crazy. So yeah, over the last couple of days, it's been kind of my weekend. On Thursday, I went to watch the movie. On Friday, oh, is this a fortress? No.
Cat weekend.
So yeah, my little Toy Cat weekend, my Thursday, Friday was great. On Thursday, I watched the movie. Really good movie, by the way. I really want to reiterate this. There are people who are going to hate on the movie because they want to hate on it, and that's like fine. And I was willing to be I want to let you know the next Minecraft Legends, so you don't have to play the next Minecraft Legends, chat. I want to let you know the next thing that Minecraft makes that they put no interest into, and that's not the movie, but that is the experience. I don't know how to say it politely, so I'm going to say it impolitely. The Minecraft, I feel a little hurt to everyone who's gone to the Minecraft live, you know, the villager rescue experience. I feel a little hurt by everyone who went and didn't say, by the way, this is a 6 out of 10 at best, and that's if you go on a good day and it's not crowded. So, okay, let's talk about the Minecraft Villager Rescue experience. So the basic idea, I kind of want to do like a short form review at some point. So this is my long form review, right? The basic idea is that you are in, it's a live action experience. So they hire a bunch of actors, and they take you from room to room. And the idea is meant to be, we're going to tell you a Minecraft story in real life. And they put a huge amount of work into this stuff. Like, I think if you just see it as a Minecraft art museum, you would get your values worth. But purportedly, the reason you're meant to be there is you're meant to... the reason you've got to be there is because you've got to save some villagers or something. But so... There's 3 critical problems. Critical problem number 1 is the group sizes are too big. And it's not something they can change because they've set it up so that you have to be in groups of, I think, 27. So they put you in groups of nearly 27. I think ours might have been 25. And then they'll put you in a room and be like, here's 5 crafting tables, work it out. So I think a lot of people get demographically worried. Like, and just to be clear, exclusively children and adults, right? There's no... also, a bastion of some variety. It's a very cool-looking bastion. Here's what it looks like normally. This lovely intersection here. Yeah, it's a very normal looking... But look at that. You just can't see these chests. Or actually, I can. I swear I didn't see them, though. No way, mine felt big and was 15 to 20. Oh, you went today, Kit Kat? Oh, it's a shame. I wish I... it'd have been cool to have seen you. The interesting thing about the... So, yeah, to continue answering Savage, my group was like 25 people, maybe, or so. Are they going to attack and kill me? I think they are, right? Yeah, that's totally going to happen. Okay, so we have to just lava bucket them now. Yeah, I do not want that getting anywhere near me. You two, you are going to have to die in this also. So he's dying in lava right now, I think. I'm hearing some pain sounds. But I want to be absolutely sure. Okay, there we go. Try and get me, buddy. Try and get me. Nice. Yeah, the Minecraft Villager experience. So they put us in a group of 25, and the experience is built around an ideal group size. Like they set it up, and it's all purposely set up so that you can have up to 27 people. 27 people does not work. There'll be stuff like the very first room when you just met all these people, right? They're like, yeah, everyone find a crafting table. And there's 5 crafting tables, and there's 20-something off you. And so if you're a family of 4, you grab a crafting table. If you're a family of 3, maybe you grab one too. But if you imagine that, you've got like 18 people on 5 crafting tables. And then you've got a bunch of people who are like, so where do we go? and then they don't like wait or explain or check or anything. They're just like, okay, go, craft. The room's around this. You put your orbs on the things, and then you grab the crafting materials, and you make things. And so we just saw a bunch of people like trying and failing, and again, not getting any help for it. You know, I tried to ask someone at one point, like, oh, is it okay if we, like, you know, help you with your crafting table? You know, we don't have any. We're just kind of floating over here because we went into the room at the back, and apparently that means we missed out on a core mechanic. But yeah, so they just kind of like did it for a bit. They clearly got bored and just left. But it's like a fun enough game. It's like if you did it perfectly, it's something interesting. If like we teamed up and we're like, okay, there's 4 ingredients, but we'll get an ingredient, and then we'll try and craft the recipes quickly. And after I did that, the guy at the back of the room was like, oh yeah, you guys have got it. You understand how to do this, right? And I'm like, why are you telling me I've got it right rather than telling other people like how they can get it right? Because that's another brute over there, by the way. Gonna make sure he dies. I don't think they can pathfind around lava. If they can, okay. If they can, I'm not very familiar with it. So I'm gonna make sure that this guy dies too. I might as well just kill all the regular piglins, right? When I open the chest, they're gonna get mad at me anyway. So we might as well just skip that process. Goodbye, fellas. It was nice knowing you. And now we can open some chests. So, again, it kind of sucks with Vibrant Visuals that we have to use a torch. Like, this is just too dark not to. It's good to know what to expect for the kiddo. So, yeah, it was like, every room was like that. It was set up for 25... It was set up for maybe 12 to 15 people. But they put 20-something in there anyway. Again, maybe the time you go will affect that. Oh, no! I'm fine. I think the time you go might affect it. Every time I've seen a YouTuber go, they've gone on their own like private tour with like 10 of them. I bet it's a decent time if you do that. But so yeah, oh no! Chat, I should have paused it. I'm so far away from that. I'm so unthinkably far away. How can I sleep, by the way? It doesn't look like nighttime. I'm going to try and go again once the children are off Easter holidays in hopes it's a smaller group. But, oh, is it Easter? Is it Easter holidays right now? Oh, is that? One sec. Hey, Google. When are the school holidays in the UK?
It's important to remember that school holiday dates can vary across the UK.
7th of April to the...
between England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern
Okay, yeah, I get it. We've got lots of countries. Anyway, so yeah, what I would say though is like, so there's like, it's like an activity, but the activity itself is like, again, I think, so Kit Kat's backing this up in chat. 777 minus 200 death. Thank you so much, Dasher, for being the coordinate queen that we all need. Okay, slideshow mode. Okay, it's done now. So, yeah, the interesting thing about, oh, I'm not going to survive without food, by the way. I'm also going to bring wood with me. Because otherwise I'll just die again, right? This is how it goes. Please don't Hey Google on a stream. I'm sorry. It's my guilty pleasure. Is I kind of knew while I was doing it that time. I was like, you know, I am gonna make a lot of people's things go off, but that does sound like a good time. I'm very sorry that I did it, Ruby Doot, but I am gonna do it again. But I'll wait a long time before I do it anymore. Yeah, I wanna just kind of like broadly say the Minecraft villager rescue thing is like kind of cheap, easy mechanics that are probably appropriate for like, you know, 5 to 6 or something like that. But I think it's just like that thing of like trying to be inclusive to everyone means being inclusive to no one, sort of level. But I'm gonna put on the gold helmet. Probably will make my life a lot easier. Yeah, there's a I think there's a big struggle. You know, actually what we're gonna do, the way we'll go back to the Nether is we'll just come through the overworld. This is a great decision. So my death coordinates were -77 or positive 777 minus 200. Let's go this way and this way. Let's just go that way in the overworld. Then we can enjoy some proper visuals. And if we get our stuff back, that would be nice. If we don't get our stuff back, I'm not stressed. Yeah, it's like I think they had to work out how to make this as marketable as possible. So you could do it with a family, you could do it with your children, you could do it with, you know, like a group of kids on a holiday or something. And but so the bigger problem I would say is the group size is my first big one. My second big one is the whole thing. I think they put together something they thought would be fun, but again, maybe I'll just explain it. They give you this cube. Let's imagine this Big Mac is my cube. It's about the same size. They give you a cube when you walk in, and it's like the cube will vibrate when you're ready to go, but also the cube can interact with certain objects. If I put this cube on redstone, it'll glow red to say I have redstone on me. If I put this cube on a pig, it'll glow pink to say, look, I'm punching a pig, right? But then also you can use the cube to attack things. So if you stand in certain spots, if there's a mob there, you can attack the mob with the cube. Because the cameras can spot the cube and it can all go. It did not work. I wanna hear about your experience, Kit Kat. If you went today also, it did not work in the slightest. In fact, saying it did not work in the slightest, I think, is underselling it. It worked so poorly. It worked like, you know when you plug in a controller and you're playing Mario Kart and you're like, why are my controls not working? And you realize you're looking at the wrong screen. It worked like that the entire time. Where I'm like, I'm pretty sure I could be doing nothing right now and having better results than I am. I'd be punching a tree and every 5th hit would register. And I'd be like, does it actually matter that I'm punching the tree? Or is it just to say, you know, I really didn't get it. Kit Kat said it was pretty buggy at all times. Yeah, I don't know if that's like a right now thing or if that's just a how it's gonna be thing. But really buggy, really buggy. So I think if you want to see it, I'm never someone who's like, it's so bad, you should never go. I think I'm gonna be honest. There's a lot of Minecraft stuff like, you know, I think the McDonald's promotion is like both atrocious and also something I love, right? I think one of the most important things to understand in life is that you can have divided or conflicting loyalties, and mine certainly is towards the McDonald's movie. Oh, sorry, mine certainly is in the Minecraft live event. So for what it is, you get yourself a cape, you get yourself a lot of good photo opportunities with Minecraft stuff. There's a photo of me sitting on a pig. They said really early on, anything in this room you can climb on. But I was like, well, if they built everything in this room to be climbed on, they probably built everything in every other room. So there's this really late on Nether room. I'm not going to spoil it, just in case you do go and you do think that the story's important. But it's not, don't worry. But there's a room late on where you go to the Nether. And in the Nether, they have a bunch of netherrack piles leading up to a lava pile. So I just kind of climbed one of those, and it wobbled so much, and I was like, I don't want to cause them any health and safety concerns, but whoopsie. Did you get the obsidian package, Toy Cat? Yeah, the McDonald's movie. Sorry for the caps notebook. What did you not hear? I want to know. The movie was definitely something. Oh, you watched it, Jaden Ogden. What did you think? I want to hear. You know, it's funny. Okay, can I tell you one of my favorite things about the movie? Everyone is outing themselves as, you know, like watching the pirated version, because there's only one pirated copy out there right now. I know this because I want to make a video about the Minecraft movie, and so the only way to get the footage, right, is to. Oh wait, I'm not saying that publicly. I'm gonna legally obtain the. Anyway, the. I didn't say anything or make any legal admissions. This is a comedy. This is a comedy stream, and I am saying things so that I can impress people like Webspy. Thank you very much for the $5 Australian, by the way. Anyway, if you're going through the overworld, use Bearded Man's more precise coordinates, 790 minus 191. I just need to be roughly right? I don't mind being exactly right. Or I don't mind not being exactly right. I'm not a pirate, not sorry. Yeah, oh wait, I am a pirate, not sorry. I don't think you should be happy being a pirate, right? I think you can say because of circumstances, or I would wish I wasn't. If you say that you pirate things on principle, you're just saying no one should ever care about me when they make stuff. I am not a valid consumer. I will buy things when I am forced to, not because I want to. And if you say you only buy things when you're forced to, then you make the world a worse place for yourself. You could maybe argue for other people, but that's the reason you shouldn't be happy to be a pirate. You should maybe, you know, if you're a dasher and like, you know, the world won't sell you stuff, I think you've got a hard case for maybe doing it, right? Anyway, so the only pirated copy of the Minecraft movie out right now is a really early one, and it's got the green screen edits done horribly, and the piglins look like garbage. But the funny thing is, if you haven't watched the real movie, you can't tell. The pirated copy is so bad, but it looks believably bad because it is the real movie, just without some of the editing applied. And I have to wonder, like, did Mojang put this out there themselves? Like, did they make the pirated copy deliberately bad? For what it's worth, wait, Dasher. Presuming you can't watch the Minecraft movie legally in your country, the version that is out there everywhere is, I'm pretty sure Russian. It might be Bulgarian or something. I can't pick up the Slavic languages that well. But yeah, also I'm a Dasher, says Dasher. You know, it is true. You know, although, you know, if I'm making it generic, you know, if you're a Dasher, if you're a Victor, or a Vladimir, or you know, I used to be good with picking random Russian names. I appreciated elements of it. Oh, Igor. Yes, it is me, Igor. I really love Western Film Company, but sadly they put sanction on my government, and so I will be buying. I will be instead donating money to charity and downloading illegal Minecraft movie. That was bad. I'll do better next time. Bet I could do his Slavic girlfriend just great though. Anyway, so I appreciate elements of it in a lot of different ways, says Jaden. I remember watching videos from years ago talking about this production. Well, iterations ago of this production. Yeah, it's wild to think about how long ago and how different it must have been back then, right? My kid found it on YouTube, says Cat. Oh, I found it like linked in some weird places, but you can just watch it on YouTube. I want to Google right now. You know, actually, I'm not a pirate, and for the sake of any legal cases, that is my official stance. Okay, so let's go this way. I guess we have to go that way eventually. So let's just keep jumping over the mountains. I've got a bed, so I don't have to worry too much. I can just have a chill time. Maybe break a pumpkin or a melon or two along the way. I applied for a mentorship in the Minecraft movie and got through the first round selection in 2023, but unfortunately did not get the job. Yeah, it looked very New Zealand for what it's worth. Not to dox you, but well, maybe that was the doxing thing. It looked so New Zealand. Like they had Idaho plates on the car. Side note, okay, okay, let me complain about the Minecraft movie. I liked it. I think it's broadly a decent movie. I think arguing it was much better than decent probably is hard. I don't think it was the greatest movie of all time. I think if you're a Minecraft fan, you should watch it. I think if you weren't a Minecraft fan, it would be a good movie. I think if you're a Minecraft fan, it's a very good movie. It's not, it's not going to be a movie you come back for in 20 years, but, you know, maybe it is. Maybe it will be regarded as the meme nostalgia masterpiece of our time. I think if they make a sequel, like they're hinting they will, man, I think that'd be an interesting thing to talk about. You know, there's clearly going to be one, right? Also, is it just me, or is the voice audio shifted to the left too much? Everyone is having that issue on these streams, and I cannot work out why that is. I do not know why you are getting audio shifted to the left. My biggest complaint about the movie was the plot disconnected from much of the game lore. Yeah, I think this is a Hollywood problem more broadly. Is they see making a movie follow a game's rules as being just fan service, and it's like no. You should build your Hollywood style plot around the game lore. You shouldn't build the game lore around your Hollywood level plot. That's my hot take. That is not taken aboard by Warner Brothers. I think it took them a lot of work to just not copyright strike people for showing off pictures or trailers of their game. They started copyright striking people for playing the C418 music. Also, yeah, but yeah, they set the movie in Idaho, and it has no relevance besides that stupid potato joke and the fact that she works at a crisp factory. But even she, there's so many non sequiturs in the movie. And again, I have to concede they're funny. I have to concede that's how humor works. And that's why I call it a stoner movie. But it's just filled with plot points that are just random and quirky for the sake of being random and quirky. NSED's a weird place, though. My father literally served the producer and director at a cafe he works at. Oh, that is really cool, Jaden Ogden. That is a wild place. That is a wild story to have. Cool that you have it. But yeah, I think there is a messiness that I think if you're expecting cinema masterpiece, you won't get it. So yeah, my counter review is the Minecraft live event. Really, it's a get a cape, get some photos, and maybe have an okay time in between. But I heard again, this is useful for anyone who is gonna be with a family. I heard one child in the second room say, "This room is stupid. I want to move on to the next one." Because they gave you touch screens, and they're like, "You've got to touch the screens, and it does stuff," but it did nothing. Again, it was so buggy and non-responsive that you were generally wondering, are you trying to pretend? Are you plugging me in and pretending I'm playing? I used to tell my cousin that she was playing as the gun in Resident Evil, and so I'd be like, "Oh yeah, shoot the gun now," and then I'd shoot the gun and be like, "Oh, good job," and she'd feel like she was doing it. It's apparently this is a thing people do to younger siblings all the time. That's the closest thing I ever got. Anyway, the interesting version of this is that the whole Minecraft experience is a bit like that. I heard one kid complain about wanting to move on to the next room. I heard one kid just started breaking down into tears in one of the rooms. And once I heard a mother trying to complain. She was like the person was just not understanding. She was like, yeah, she's just saying it's not very responsive. She's putting her thing on there and it's not going. And I was like, oh man, I really feel for a parent who I feel a little twinge of oh yeah, the especially if the parent has no idea what it is going in. being like, oh, this is going to be great. It's going to be like a theme park ride. It's like, no. It's a museum with fun little bits. If you see it as that, I think your expectations are set right. Cat's right. Great job on trying to get a job with that, Jaden. Yeah, I think it's cool to have gotten that far into it. The colors look so washed. Oh, I think I turned up the brightness for the Nether. So let's turn them back down for the overworld. Oh, let's not do that. I put my brightness there. I think this is the best level of brightness you can get for the overworld. I think you set it like this, and it's great. But yeah, I think the Minecraft experience is just, if you go... Okay, let me put it this way, actually. When Mojang makes something themselves, there's enough people... Like, I know we make fun of Mojang for never getting anything done, but I think it's because they have quite a high quality bar. When you have... So, let me just give you my prior experience. I worked very briefly, indirectly, with the very last Minecon. And so they had a lot of little touches to make sure it went well, but they had all the touches to make sure it went well. Like Minecon was a really great experience. I've been to 2 Minecons. I probably won't be going to another because they don't exist. They were really great conventions, and they cost a lot, but they put it together nicely. Whereas they licensed out the rights to make a Minecraft convention to... Does anyone know the name of it? Was it Mine something? So there was a... They hired out a convention company to make Minecraft conventions, and it cost them 1/3 of the price. But man, I went around the thing and I was feeling bad that they sold weekend tickets to this event, because you'd be done with it in like an hour. And people would just be like, oh, yeah, I don't know what this is, chat. This is like, I think I have very poor empathy for parents. I think this is my, it's like, you decided to, I don't know, like, usually speaking, my point is always like, don't need to hear about your hobbies. If I told you about my rock climbing right now and tried to get you to feel real bad because I'm not as good at rock climbing as I'd like to be, you would rightfully go, yeah, whatever. But like going around a convention and just seeing like parents who feel like, oh, yeah, we thought there would be these things here. They marketed like the Mindfest, says Jaden Ogden. It might be Mindfest. No, it wasn't Mindfest. Mind Festival was going to be the Minecraft one. But like, so they'd market it with the best, the biggest. I don't think best is a word. They'd market it by being like, look, Dan TDM showed up to one of our events. And it's like asterisk 6 years ago. And so you look at it and you're like, meet and greet YouTubers, and you see, like a Dan TDM or a, I don't know, a Mumbo Jumbo or whoever else. And you'd be like, wow, I'd love to meet this YouTuber. They're in the Minecraft movie, I hear. And then you get there and it's like, I don't know, me. I met some, like, it was cool to meet some fans. I got a trip to Minnesota out of it. But I was like, I'm never again being there's something about that, I think, that is like multiple levels of painful, right? Like, it's painful for parents to be like, what are we doing here? You know that it's someone else's profit being made on that too. And then it's painful to, like to be a second best for someone else. I think no one wants to just be that, broadly speaking, in their life. Also, Jack Black is in the Minecraft movie. Hey, Yachta, nothing gets past you. You've studied your secrets. Also, Togat, what do you think of vibrant visuals? By the way, Tail666 says, thank you very much for the €2 tip. What do you think of the Minecraft movie? I think it's good. I think it's worth watching. I think that, so a lot of people are worried about both things. The Minecraft experience, yes, children. Minecraft movie, maybe it'll change. According to KitKat, Easter is starting. You got a trip to Minnesota? Yeah. Man, that sounds like such a soul-crushing experience. Yeah, I mentioned before too. Oh, actually, this is something I'll never complain about, right? Because I'm privileged to have this as a complaint. The people that I went to the event with, They gave me like a clear schedule of what was expected in exchange for me being there. You know, they bought me flights. They got me a flight from London to there. They put me in a decent enough hotel. And then they gave me like a schedule of what I would be needing to do. And then like, 9 a.m. on the first day, they're like, oh yeah, and you're going on stage right now. And they just really try to throw it on you and be like, yeah, you're expected to do it. You're going to disappoint people if you don't. And I'm like, I never agreed anywhere to do some dancing. I think there's something really like, messy in the power relation of like your first time getting something for free. Someone, especially when you're like 20, traveling and being able to travel long distance for free. In exchange, all I had to do was, work 8 hours a day. Ooh, I should not be calling that work 8 hours a day. All I had to do was make an appearance for 8 hours a day. It was weird, actually. I did tell the border guard exactly what I was doing. And it's interesting they didn't have any issues with it. Now that I think about it out loud. But being going to an event and I guess they didn't have any issue because they weren't paying me any money. In my mind, I was like, yeah, those suckers. They gave me $600 of flights, and all I have to do is work 3 8-hour days. But yeah, then it was like a bunch of dance monkey dance. They literally did. They were like, yeah, look, I need to do it. And I think it's one of those things where I've heard this is really common in the entertainment industry more broadly. I've heard it from YouTubers. I've heard it from other people. There are loads of worlds where you do not know what is expected. Like, if you're a Tesco worker, you probably know where the limits on what is and isn't your job end. If the career paths that are widely known about, everyone kind of knows. But if you're in a room and people are like, yeah, go and dance on the stage even though you're not meant to, because you'll disappoint people if not. Being emotionally blackmailed by someone who's spent some of their company's money on flights, knowing that actually you're there, you're a marketing draw. Like the value in you being there is not the work you're doing; it's the promotion and the extra sales that you bring to the event. Anyway, it's a whole thing. Would love to talk about that sometime. Actually, won't do it right now though. Did Toy Cat dance? Yeah, actually, because there were some Toy Cat subscribers. There was like a 14-year-old girl in the audience who took away the I don't know, they worked out the situation very quickly, and they worked it out, took it over. It was great. Eventually, there's lots of fun stories that came out of it. But again, on stage in front of hundreds of people, I've mentioned before how rough it is, learning to. Also, is my shield dead? Oh, I'm dead. It's not my shield that's dead. It was me. I mentioned before how rough it is to learn to. I am not someone who can speak to a crowd. I know that's dumb, but I can't do it. It's just not in me. So doing something that you wouldn't do in front of 3 people in front of 1,000. I actually, do you want to see something fun, chat? This is the one thing I love and hate about trying to record basically everything in my life is how I can actually not just say it was like this. You can analyze it for yourself if you want to. Watch 4J Studios versus YouTubers minigames at Minecon 2016. You can see how uncomfortable I am on camera, because I'm not just on camera. I can be on camera just fine. If I'm on camera, I tell myself it's just Dasher, Jaden, and Cat watching. No one else is here. Kit Kat shows up occasionally. Maybe there's a Karsh or Bearded Man, but it's 12 of us in here. If there happen to be a couple hundred more, then that's lovely too. But would just be a nice benefit if so. But yeah, when you're staring at a room of thousands of people, and I think I still lack the vocabulary to describe what it is. But when you look at 1,000 people, and they all have faces, and they're all wearing clothes, and they're all making different faces, And they're all reacting to what you're doing. You know that their faces would get confused or puzzled if you did something wrong. But if you did something right, you know that their faces would. You might see some smiles in there. That's spooky, chat. There's nothing spookier than looking at a room full of people and being like, huh. I guess these are the people who. That was one of the best crossovers. But yeah, that was a much better experience. Of like, there was a rehearsal. There was a very clear like, what are we going to do? You know, like everyone was made very. And it's the sort of stuff that seems dumb and that you can't always do, but like that doing is very nice. And yeah, I don't remember what my point was, but speaking to people is being in front of people is scary. That's not a shocking point at all, I guess. I remember that era. It was an insane time. It was insane for me to go, like, I really didn't fully understand it at the time, and even now, I think it might take me a while to truly reflect on going from. I was making videos in 2011. I was failing out of the college course I was on. The school was just the school, the sixth form, if you want to know that. But it was so many miles from my house. It was an hour and a half walk, and so if I had a break between lessons, I either had to just stay at school for all that time, or I would just come home. And then eventually, I was like, man, 3 hours round trip to school. I have to really value the learning I'm getting there, and I just wasn't all the time. So I was like, I was coming home early and like making dumb videos that would get 50 views. I went from that to being in front of 1,000 people in 5 years. And the whole way is not like, oh, this is accidentally happening. I was just driven the whole way by, if I do this same thing I'm doing now, but 10% better. I remember like at the time, my vision was if I could earn £300 a month, that's like the cheapest studio apartment you can rent. In theory, I could, you know, like, I could live by myself. I don't know how I'd pay bills or anything, but like I could, that was my goal. And then at one point, I remember like being like, the biggest gaming YouTubers I could think of were getting like 2 million views a month, like about $2,000 a month. And I was like, if you made that much doing this, your life would just be insane. And then like I remember getting to that point, and then like you know, like as it's still growing, then you start getting like real life opportunities, you know, like thrown at you. It was a wild time. And I still don't properly like understand it, you know. It'd be cool to like go back and do the processing. I didn't have the like I didn't have time to be like, what am I doing? How am I doing it? I had to be like, well, I need to be doing what I'm doing now but better. And I had to do that every day for like 5 years or whatever. Anyway, so is sixth form 6th grade, says Ivy. Yeah, I was in 6th grade 5 years ago. Wait, I guess theoretically I could have been in 6th grade in 2011. Like I wasn't. No, 6th form is. I don't actually know why it's called 6th form. Does anyone know why it's called 6th form and not? Like, what is 5th form? What is 4th form? Whatever. It's year 12, year 13, which I think is grade 12. It's the last 2 years of school, but they were optional. Now they're like semi-optional, but you have to do something. You can't do nothing. $2,000 a month is insane. Says Diop. Oh, don't pretend $2,000 a month isn't insane. I'll agree if you're in a professional job right now, or you have a family, or you're aged 45 and above. Yeah, $2,000 a month isn't insane. I'll fully concede that can be true, right? If you are, but like. No, okay, I just to be clear, like, you know, nowadays that's like, you know, that won't cover my you know, like my mortgage and bills. But if you remove your like your choice lifestyle expenses, the fact that you could just live on that amount is nuts. Me, my husband, and our 14 children live off $2,000 a month. Thank you, Ad and Sony. I'm glad that you can show up here with your 15 children. The wife and kids are expensive. They are, KMB. It's true. It's you know, there's a real correlation between that. Also, I know because they used to be XXX from the system got changed. Only sixth form stuck. Oh, Richard, thank you. So there was a fifth form became year 11. So then what was fourth form? So year 7 was first form, year 8 was second form, etc. Oh, that's really interesting. So then year 9 would be third form, year 10 would be fourth form. So then why would year 12 and 13 both be sixth form? Unless it's actually 6th and 7th form. But then why are they called forms? Why don't we call it year... You know, I'll drive myself crazy if I ask these questions. So I just won't do it. I live off 2K a month. To me, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I think... I think it's below the median US household income. It's below the US median personal income. But even then, it's not like the Miami... Bear in mind, Miami is a wealthy city, right? Miami's average income is really low compared to what you probably imagine. I think it's something like, you know, like 27,000. So that's $2,000 a month after taxes, maybe a bit less, honestly. And so then consider the US is one of the wealthiest countries per capita in the world. And it's like, yeah, for most of the world, $2,000 a month. I think it would have allowed, you know, like, it allows you, okay, so I'll do the basic living expenses. Again, as long as you don't live in a high cost of living area, and my dream in life is to live in a high cost living area, because you get all the fun things, you know, that it's not just high cost, it's high, you know, it's high fun too. But, you know, like, let's just say you're willing to live in a low cost living area. You get $700 a month for your mortgage. So, you know, do the basic maths on that. You could probably... that's probably a place that can cost like $200,000 pounds, whatever you want. You get like another $300 for all your other bills. You can put aside like, you know, $400 for pension, savings, all the boring stuff, and then you're left with like $500-600 of fun money. You could buy a video game console. You could buy 2 video game consoles. You could buy 3 video game consoles if one of them is a Atari 2600. I don't know. I think the problem with a lot of money is it varies a lot, because the more money you get, the more you convince yourself that you need more money. Because why would you do bad things for? I think there's a really... I used to think it was just me who had a poor relationship with money and work, but I think it's a lot of people, because it's really hard to know. We sell our time for money, but when is it worth buying our time back using that money? And that is a hard question to answer, and so it's easier to say, no, we need more money. I met a guy, the Minecraft, I don't know if KitKat, I don't know if you spoke to him. The last guy at the Minecraft live experience today, he was like, oh yeah, you know, he was like, how's your day going? I was like, it's gone pretty well. We watched the Minecraft movie yesterday. We're gonna go, you know, like see some stuff right now. And he was like, oh yeah, just so you know, this is, I'm kind of grinding away. I'm on a 13-hour shift, and this is only my part-time job. And, you know, I just have to mention, like, you can't say you're working 13 hours at your part-time job. If you work 13-hour shifts at your part-time job, you only have 11 hours left in the day. The only thing that your other job can be is sleeping or, you know, driving to and from work. Or, you know, it's in London, so he catches the tube. Man, maybe actually, if you're working 13-hour days... No, it's... There's no way that's outside of the regular hours. He's catching the tube to and from work. Maybe the bus if he lives in an unfortunate area of South London. But he's, you know, like, Also, I'm really bad with money. I'm foolishly reckless and impulsive, which is why I should give all my money to Toycat instead, and you can too. Jesus Christ, poor guy. Yeah, I don't know why he would say that, though. Like... How can you work I guess maybe like I think it might start in the morning and run all the way through the day. It might be like 8 till like 8 or something, and then, or 8 till like 7, and then he comes in an hour early, leaves an hour late. Yeah, he said he was an actor. I thought that was interesting. Also, the deaf equivalents for the overworld, we're about there now. So we're just looking for our nearest body of water, and then if we go through a nether portal, we'll be near where we lost our stuff. I'm going a little bit past it, bearded man, but that's because I don't see lava, and all I have is this water bucket. But yeah, we're not going to let it become night because we specifically want to find some stuff. That's like a full amount of time of hours in less days. Oh, that's an interesting point. Yeah, if he works six days, he's worked for more than 3 days in those 6 days. But yeah, so yeah, the guy at the Minecraft experience, like whether or not it's true, let's just assume it is for the sake of this. And he, you know, like we kind of like went oof, and he's like, yeah, gotta earn that moolah. And first of all, I haven't heard someone call it moolah in a good while, so I love a good throwback. Whenever we can get one, let's just jump over these guys. I'm just gonna put my boat up here. Jump in the boat. I love that as a... Oh wait, chat! Today, before we end this video, we have to play the Minecraft live server. You can get a cape. And even though there was an exploit, I didn't bother doing it. So let's give it a shot. So yeah, if I've got enough to go back to the Nether. I could pick up my stuff. I'd be doing pretty well, I think. Yeah, you know, 2 obsidian too. Let's build it, because if we mess this up, then I know I have to switch over to that, right? I'll have no choice but to. So put that there, put this here. I probably am wasting too much of the water if I do this, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to be very careful with the water now. So then scoop this up, put it down there. Scoop this up, put it down there. Yeah, we have to be very, very cautious about what we do from this point onwards. So Nevrac there and there. And then we'll put that there. And this there. And then if we remove this cobblestone, it will make obsidian. I don't know how that didn't make obsidian, honestly. If I crouch, will that... Okay. No, what's happening? You know, this is the weirdest thing, chat. Look at this. There's water on this block, but you can barely see it. Anyway, let's go to bed. As literally, Moolah, welcome back, 2008. Thank you, chat, for clarifying that's true. You know, when you work 13 hours a day, you don't have the time to catch up on what people call money these days. And that's the real thing people won't tell you about how dangerous. No. Okay, it's not flowing the right direction. So break that here. There we go. And then we just have to do the same on the other side. This is very dangerous, chat. This is not how you should live your life under any circumstance. But I'll break this with a bucket. Then immediately just put the lava down. Hey. How am I going to do the rest? Dangerously is how. So now let's make sure the water goes this way by making that go there. Now we can just break this block. Put the cobblestone on top of it, and then make sure there's like blocks going all the way around. Okay, so we put the water in, it flows in there. If we break this, it shouldn't flow backwards, but just in case it does, we'll make sure it doesn't flow there. Okay. Yeah, we worked it out. So now we can put lava over here. And then we have to do the same, but like on this side. You know, I'm just going to put the lava down and then just put the water down next to it and hope that it works. It worked. Now we have to do the top of this, which is a little messy, but that's entirely fine. We'll put the water down over there. I don't know where the water went. There it is. And so, that there. Lava down. Water down. And then we'll finish with one more of these. No, wait, I didn't pick up the obsidian from the chest. Okay, perfect. Chat, I have made myself a fully functioning... Oh, no, run away. Okay, we got it. We did it. We made a wonderful thing. And I've even got flint, so I can make a flint and steel. So, why do you use your mind reading abilities on such silly things? But anyway, so yeah, I think the struggle that the guy made is like the one that we all have to deal with, which is like, you know, if we agree that time is the most important thing, why do we give so much of that time away? You know, and ultimately, then you have to work out, like, you know, like who in your life is worth spending your time on. You have to ask some really questionable, really hard questions. You know, like, are you meant to spend your life in ways that will make you sad? Are you meant to, you know, there's all sorts of things that you'll do out of reasons that you don't understand. This speedrun is a bit slow. Okay, let me change the title. Beating Minecraft. You know, it's not a speedrun, we're fine. Mad582, thank God. My title doesn't say anything about speedrun. Means we can complete it tomorrow and be just fine. Okay, so where did I die? Somewhere near here, I assume. It's pretty dark in the Nether, isn't it? It's very dark in the Nether. Yeah, this Nether fog is very frustrating. Okay. Okay, so that's not going to go well for me. Let's just get our way out of that. And where did I die? It was at 777 minus 150, I think. So, oh God, he came out of nowhere. So I need some food, and I need it soon. I'm gonna make a little bridge over here. There we go. Then we're gonna pick out some food. I've got 7 bread, and that is not really great, but it will keep me alive, I guess. And then it's like 190 on the Z, which is that way. So over there is roughly where I died. Let's go find it. Oh, it's so dark, chat. I can see nothing. It just doesn't make sense. Oh, there's the bastion. Right. Oh, it's so laggy me turning this off. So I'll turn it on. Okay, so isn't it crazy? The moment you turn off the visuals and turn them back on, you can immediately understand what it is you're looking at. And then you turn it off and it's wild how that works. Like right now, my brain is finding it's having a hard time like parsing any of this. But, you know, it's a problem that can be solved. Whew. Oh yeah, perfect. Thank you, Bearded Man. I think this cave fog is just disastrous though. But I'm guessing that is a bug they can fix. Whereas, you know, like lighting in the Nether is a bit harder to fix given it's existed for so long. And they haven't. So let's just go grab our stuff. Hope there's no piglin hoarding it all. So there it is, chat. We did it. We made it back in one piece. Wait, and now let's pick it all up. There we go, and there is in fact a piglin. Just hanging out with all my gear. I'm gonna have to use this bundle like crazy now because I've got so many just things that I cannot afford to be thinking about. I've got all these ender pearls I definitely need to be picking up. So, put the bones in, put the raw pork chops in, and the leather in. Okay, we have done it. And just about. Now I can drop... Should I kill that guy first? He's got my gold armor. So I'm going to start dropping dumb things over there, because I can't put them in the chest. I probably could use with this. I've got some more planks up here. Although they won't... Are the slabs more important? They might be. Yeah, they are more important. Then we'll... Where did I get these emeralds from, by the way? Chat, when did... Oh, no, don't come here, don't come here, don't come here. Okay, you are not allowed. Do not give you permission. Is he going to get to me? He's not. Okay, so where's your boy with the golden armor, chat? Or do I need to care about him? Or is he a distraction? For now, let's pick up some obsidian. Let's pick up some iron. Definitely probably don't want bamboo. A diamond pickaxe, Jesus. An iron sword, yes please. Some arrows, that sounds very nice. A cooked pork chop, sounds... Oh, ancient debris, throw that in there. Cooked pork chop too, actually. Then let's slide over to this next one. Another diamond pickaxe, this time with less efficiency. A better sword, if you ask me. So, put this one next to the pickaxe, which is going next to the axe. I'll rearrange my inventory later. Some bone blocks. Future me might want that. Some efficiency boots. They're not efficiency boots, but you get the idea. Golden boots. I'll take them. Put them on. Immediately replace that with that. And then, oh, wow, snout trim. Chat, look at this. Oh, wow, pig step. Do we have a diamond? Oh, I need to let's... You can't go all... You know, this was a run, right? The goal of this was to get pig step. We said that from the beginning. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Fake news. If they said that, they're making it up, and you can't trust them. And you should be disloyal to the idea if someone even brings it up. But anyway, with that said, now we need to... Yeah, I think now we're going to take pig step. Instead of the raw beef, no. Instead of the cooked chicken, no, we'll just eat the cooked chicken now. That seems easy to do. Can't eat the cooked chicken now, won't eat the cooked chicken now. Okay, there we go. I just need to get 1 diamond. Now I'm ready for pig step, chat. What's the easiest place to find 1 diamond in the nether? I would have guessed one of these chests would be good. I could uncraft a diamond pickaxe. Were that a thing, I would be very excited to do it. I'm halfway to netherite, and I can't do it. Yeah, potions should see through fog should be a new item. It should be a new item that you've permanently drank by default. I agree. So, yeah, all of this journey has led me here and back. And now I got pig step. I just need to go find a diamond. And I can listen to it. You know, if I'm so close to ocean anyway. Chat, this is me being dysfunctional. I wanna go get my new cape. But first, I've got pig step. It'd be silly not to do something with it, right? That'd be a waste of where am I? Okay, here I am. So let's just quickly see. Probably gonna be easier without the fog on. Actually, let's see. Okay, so that's a shipwreck right there, actually. I was like, I'm never gonna find a shipwreck with this this graphic setting on, but apparently that is just incorrect. So let's make a crafting table, because I'm very short on those. Then place it down. Make myself one of these lovely white boats. And then let's go on a sailing trip. Sailor went to CCC to see what he could CCC, but all that he could CCC was the fact that he had no more money. Because he spent it all on time. There we go. Just had to tie in my little shanty to something else. Oh wow, this is weird actually. Have you ever seen a shipwreck like this, chat, that's like partially submerged? Oh, does it have any? It better have a chest. For all this work I'm doing. Okay, treasure map. Chat, if you watch my cartography guide, you'll know that if I follow this map to the -Z direction, it's gonna lead me to treasure. I have to go back to my bed. Oh no, I've got a bed in my inventory. So I'll put this away. I'll put that there, and I'll go to bed on the ship. Oh man, isn't this beautiful though? Isn't this something? God, I love pale oak. Pale oak is very good looking. Gotta concede. 100% true. Lol, you already had a boat. Me crafting something when I've already got it in my world. This is unheard of behavior. So we want to be going -Z right now. And then we're going -Z for north. We'll go that way. If we go this way, I'll find myself buried treasure. If I find myself buried treasure, it'll probably contain diamonds. If I find diamonds, we can listen to pig step, chat. It's gonna be great. The only other way is that people become a channel member, which is something that is wonderful. Just bought a Minecraft Happy Meal for $12. So, just so you know, the Happy Meals and the Adults Meals aren't the same. The Adult Meals will come with toys that look like this, and a little chest with, code that looks like this. Oh, where am I going right now? Hopefully the right direction still. Whereas the... Am I doing this right? Whereas the Happy Meal toy comes in a box like this. Do you want to do an unboxing with me for it? This is a little redstone cube. I actually am kind of curious what this looks like on the inside. I mean, imagine it in your head. Dude. Oh, actually, spoiler, they play Pig Step during the Minecraft Villager experience. I think maybe they play it in the movie too. I'm glad they do. I think Pig Step is such a banger. I think they whacked it out of the park so hard on that, and they'll never whack it that far out of the park again. So I get it. Okay, so I've got to go positive Z, by the way. I think I've done this wrong. Oh no, positive Z is this way. No, positive Z is this way. Oh wait, no, this is positive Z. Oh, I've been doing this whole map wrong. We want to be going this way and then this way. Okay, chat, I did this map so horribly wrong, but hopefully it all works out anyway. So, Kat, would you recommend I buy the Minecraft McDonald's meal? Okay, so that's a complicated question, but I'll give you the complicated answer. If you work out the value of a Big Mac meal and you compare it to the price of a Big Mac meal and compare that to the price of a Minecraft McDonald's Big Mac meal, you will likely find, just likely, not a guarantee, you know, your results may vary, do your own research, you will likely find there is a gap in the value. This is because a Big Mac meal does not come with an adult toy and, you know, that costs them real money, whereas a Big Mac does. So effectively, if you do the maths on it, you're paying about £1 or $1. It's about 80 pence for a Big Mac, and or it's about 80% for chicken nuggets. I don't know what it is for everything else. You're paying a slight premium in order to get that toy. In effect, for every $7 you spend on McDonald's, they'll allow you to spend $1 on a McDonald's meal Happy Toy. Now, here's the question. Is that good value? I cannot answer that question correctly for you, because I do not know how you'd... Oh, so I'm doing it wrong again, chat. It's this way. It's positive... No, it's positive... Negative Z. Chat, I've done it wrong. Horribly wrong. I will make it there eventually. Man, if only there was an arrow pointing me in the right direction. That would be pretty chill, huh? That would be real great. I could also... Ooh, cartography guide. It's gotten the worst first hour performance I think I've ever seen for a video on the channel, chat. Oh, people are not excited to learn about maps in Minecraft. Do you know when the meal offer ends? But the McDonald's meal is $15 for me. That's hella pricey. Where are you in the world that it's $15, KMB? I think I know the answer to that question, and I'm still shocked. Is there, you know, I don't wanna, I'll avoid making the jokes about the piglins tariffing your meals. But instead I'll make the comment that, yeah, if you're paying like so much more for the meal, then it's not worth it. I think you have to put a dollar value on the toy and the skin, and that dollar value isn't much above 1. 504 views 1 hour ago. Yeah, it's a low number. So negative Z is this way, positive X is this way. Yay! It's like we're playing Pig Step in the game, but no. Appreciate it. Thank you, Ryan Fitzelf, becoming the 388th channel member. Oh, so that's the shipwreck I just came from. Is it? Yeah, I think so. I think I just went the wrong way. The piglin brute tariffs on their own kind are hitting hard. You know, it's the most interesting thing, right? If you know, KMB's seen the. Okay, let's see what it is. Let's Oh yeah, chat, and like 40% of the comments are just spam bots. I think I might do the thing where I take the word videos or I might take the most common words and add them to the automatic held for review pile. Usually is $13 to $14. $14 for a McDonald's meal? No, you're incorrect. You have misjudged it. If you're okay, to be fair, if you're talking about like the big, you know, like the special meal, like McDonald's effectively does tiered pricing. It costs, you know, like basically nothing for a cheeseburger, and then it costs a mid amount for a Big Mac, and then it costs a lot for one of their special burgers. In effect, they have like, what's it called, a pricing ladder for McDonald's, so you can go there thinking it's cheap, but then spend too much money. You are not spending $15 at McDonald's. It's not happening. You've made a mistake, and that's okay. That's crazy. I saw it was £8 here, which is $11, and I was like, that is close to my limit. That is close to the point where I say I'm just gonna go eat Five Guys. At your point, I don't know why you're not already eating at Five Guys. Just go to Five Guys and then screenshot Grimace into your Minecraft world. It'll save you some money. So we need to go to the middle of a chunk, which I think. So 6,000 is a even number. 200 is not, so it's gonna be like 204. Add 16 to that, and then we get to 220. 224 should be the middle of this chunk. So it's not going to be 224, it's going to be 208. I'm doing really rough maths here, chat. 212, maybe? No, it's 216. I'm just going to dig in a straight line here. See where this takes me, chat. Or exclusively dig on the even numbers, because I know it can't be in a non-even number. Chat, mining underwater looks real bad. I cannot see anything. I cannot see anything at all. So I'm going to place some blocks up here, just so I have something to mine from. I'm going to dig down there. Is that something? Yeah, it's a lot harder to mine like that. I have no idea if I'm hitting a chest right now, chat. Is that a chest down there? I don't know. It looks like a chest, doesn't it? But it's just stone. It's because I want to believe there's a chest. Yeah, going for a treasure chest. This is a soul-crushing experience. I have no idea what I'm seeing, and I don't know why the water has such a funny pattern above me. So this probably isn't it. Should I just like find a treasure map coordinate calculator? I like vibrant visuals, but I feel there should be a setting to make it less vibrant. I mean having less warm colors. Now this looks beautiful. Don't tell me otherwise. I don't think anyone thinks that. Okay, so 2232 plus 8, right? Or is it exactly 2232? So this should be where... Oh, it was there! Hey, we did the maths! And there's one diamond, chat. You know what happens when there's one diamond. You know exactly where this goes. So I'm going to put in my netherrack. I'm going to take out my diamond. I'm going to try not to die. I'm going to have to get that chain chest plate. So I'll drop my shovel temporarily. Oh no! I want to be. Oh no, my shovel! I need specifically that right now to fix this problem I have caused. Okay, so then we need the chain chest plate. Oh god. So we put on the chain chest plate. We drop the sand, and now finally, chat, it's happening. Are you ready? We did a speed run to Pigstep with vibrant visuals, and here is our delightful result. Wait, I need to take out my... It's weird you can't craft from a bundle, really, isn't it? And then we'll take our planks and we'll surround it. Yeah, here we are. We took our time, but now the time can take us. Do-do-do-do-do. 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 Beautiful. Anyway, with that said, I have a cape I've got to get before I go tonight. As we all know, capes... Wait, where's the cape? Okay, it's in regular Minecraft. As you'll all know, capes are important, and now, as of today, as of about 7 PM, you can now get... You've got 2 days left and 23 hours. If you want this cape, you need to get it now. If you are watching this live stream, please get the cape. A very successful run, I say. I would say that was a great way to start. I think that was a I think we did a very good job. And honestly, I think that was a successful run, like Dasher says. I want to use the... I've got a world now that I can, like... I'm, like, fully ready to do some stuff in. I don't know what stuff I want to do, but maybe if they release another version, we could finish it. Okay, so what are my quests, chat? Quest number 6 is for getting diamonds. So, I'm going to actually do quest 5, 2, 3 at the same time. I want to clear waves of iron golems. I want to kill some ghasts. Oh, 30 ghasts, Jesus. And I want to kill 200 enemies. Okay, so how do we do that? Well, I'm going to upgrade my bow first, because obviously we're going to kill a lot of ghasts. Ghasts can only be killed with bows. So let's upgrade it to have power 5. You can only upgrade it to power 4, apparently, so that's fine. Oh, my bow just won't upgrade at all. So let's upgrade my sword, I guess. Iron upgrade. Oh, it's an iron sword now. That's fun. Interesting. So yeah, now that we've done that, I'm going to go to the outer walls. And we're going to do the fun bug so that I can get closer to the ghasts and be more easy to do it. Can you get the cape without the exploit? Yes, you can. Also, it's not a ball in the game. It's literally square, says Trayvon. What are we talking about? You know what? I'm going to jump aboard and say that it's totally fine. Okay, I'm a grind 2. Wonder if it'll let me in. You know what, Dasher? I've got to say, I do not agree with Western companies coming in thinking that it's okay to let Russians earn Minecraft capes. After what you guys did, you know, I've got my concerns. Anyway, more seriously. Do you think they patched this out, chat? Hey, no, they didn't. We're great. So you can still get out here. Oh, it looks like it traps you in a little corner, though. Oh, no. Oh, no, they put barriers out here. That's fine. I'll just sit here. I guess everyone learned about this bug, chat, so they had to fix it. That is the danger about too many people learning about something. So let's go back to the outer walls. And hello, Garrett. Okay, let's go do some yearning. I got the 15-year cape. It was a hassle. I think I'm in a broken server, by the way. I think I literally am gonna have to log out and in. I bet the last piglins went to the Nether or something. So let's come out. Let's go in. Let's play now. The audacity of Dasher. Break the Nether roof with sea pickles before it's patched people. Yeah, that is an important thing. If you haven't done it and you want to break your Nether roof, you could. So let's now go map. Outer walls. I hope I'm not just trapped there with people who also haven't done it. Is the only reason for the event the cape? The only reason that matters. Now, the reason for the event is so you go and watch the Minecraft movie. Honestly, this would be a great place for us to talk about the Minecraft movie, right? Like, I'm in the Minecraft movie. Although, this doesn't happen anywhere in the Minecraft movie. Honestly, none of the things happen in the Minecraft movie. Now that I think about it, they probably could have set it up so it did. Okay, so that's a ghast there, chat. No, that's just random fireballs. Okay. So I'm going to get, like, out the top here. This is probably the best view we can get. And I want to attack ghasts the moment they spawn in, chat. That's the name of my game. There we go. Let's get it. No! Someone got it immediately. So yeah, I've heard it's a common problem, like, getting ghasts without being sniped. But that's why, and a lot of people said, like, that's why you've got to play right now, just in case. But actually, that's my argument for why you don't need to. Like, everyone was worried about getting that challenge on day 2. Now everyone's worried about getting the diamond challenge. So you're best off focusing on stuff like this. Like, getting the challenges everyone else hasn't done yet. And being able to do other challenges at the same time. This is my happy spot. So I'm trying to kill these enemies, doing a questionable job. Yeah, the server is not remotely accurate. It's funny because the DLC is actually pretty accurate. Like, the DLC people, you know they watched the movie early. Like, they must have watched it months ago. Maybe the version with, oh, no. Maybe they watched the version that had, it's possible they watched the version that had, none of the editing in there or something, and that's why that's out there. But, yeah, I think the Minecraft DLC people watched it. This feels like they had no clue. They were given pictures to work on, maybe. So there's oh, okay. 108 enemies killed, defenses 44%. So let's now look at my quests. I got one wave cleared of the Iron Golems alive. I got 17 of those killed. And I'm on 5 ghasts now. So I kill 15 more ghasts over 4 more waves. And kill 150 other enemies. And it'll be in great territory. So I'm just going to look around. There we go. My ghast, my ghast, my ghast. Man, everyone goes so fast for the ghast, by the way. Which means there are other people still looking for that challenge, interestingly. I can't imagine how bad it would have been on day 2 when everyone thinks the only way I can get a cape is if I steal these ghasts from people. You know, would imagine that would change a lot of people's takes on things. You know, it's fire away at these guys here. I'm getting a lot of easy kills here, which is great. It's exactly what I want to be seeing. Fire the arrows this way. Yeah, so we need to kill 200 enemies, but I'm sure that's like an easier set. I think that's like the easiest part of this challenge. Also, yeah, I think something interesting about the Minecraft. Okay, so that's my ghast, right? There's no way this other guy's getting it. Yeah, there we go. I think that, so chat. Can we now have a little, like, addendum to this video, this live stream, to talk about the Minecraft movie? Oh, that guy got out of the map, so it must be that I just got trapped in some way. Yeah, it'd be so much easier to kill enemies from down there. Even the ghasts, right? Like, okay, there we go. Never ghast that way. That's easy me kill. Oh, another one. Oh, perfect. This is what I love to see. Good luck shooting him. But, okay, so I think all the golems have to be alive, right? So let's make sure they stay alive. Looks pretty good. Okay, so that is now my second wave defeated, right? 2 waves of at least 2 iron golems alive. As well as 85 enemies, so I'm working my way up there. As well as 10 ghasts. So I think the ghasts and the waves are going to complete themselves, but I need to kill more enemies. Which I could probably do by doing the, you know, the lava chicken thing and getting down there. The ghast quest was very toxic to participate in. Yeah, I think Mojang. I think this server has been poorly managed from start to finish. I think, like, I really like that they've got like upgrades and stuff to get, but they didn't put any heart or soul into this. And this is what I'm talking about with, like, when Mojang makes something, you, like, as a company, you know they have to make it good. Like, it's just, when they outsource something, you know that that can only be so good. And, you know, like, outsourcing is one of the secrets to just getting things done, I guess you could say. But it doesn't mean it's a great secret. Okay, so there's a ghast, my ghast. Perfect. Yeah, I feel like imagine if the people who made this server actually knew about the Minecraft movie and they knew the moments that people would love. This is my guy. Oh, how did I not finish him? But you know, there's so many fun moments in the Minecraft movie that, you know, they would have included if they'd have watched it first, or if they'd have worked on it. You know, like vertical integration has lots of benefits for creative industries. Not just because it means that you make your own stuff, but because it works well in that one. Also, you can just get assists on the ghast. Oh, that's useful to know. So you just want to get one shot on there, and the rest is kind of unessential. If anything, then I remember people arguing like, you need to upgrade your bow right now. Make sure you don't forget this one. But actually, if you upgrade your bow, you steal the ghast kills from other people. I could buy a Minecraft McDonald's of this, but instead I'm paying your taxes. Also, I'm pretty sure Streamlabs might be bugged. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike Bailey. Thank you for wanting to pay with Streamlabs. That is very kind of you. So we're 3 waves complete now. We've killed 15 ghasts, so we really did well on that. But we're really lacking on the enemies killed. It could be that this is... You can kill the mobs in any game mode. So maybe we can kill them when we get down in the mines. We'll find out. Also, Trayvon says, oh no, someone with the exact same name frequents chat. Okay, I want to get this guy shot. At least once. And then we want to definitely get into the things here.
Toy Cat's love language.
Hey, thank you, Sparrow Song. Wow, you do know Toy Cat's love language. Wow. Yeah, this. I really think that the number of fun things you can buy with money is nuts. I think it's something you might not really even, you know, like the. Have you ever just gone to like a store, chat? I hate to talk about an unrelatable thing, but have you ever gone to like a store and they've got like so chat, I went to a store recently and they had like there's a bunch of items in there and all of the items like have a price. And so if you give them the equivalent of that much money, usually you actually just like tap a card and you promise to pay them later. But if you give them the equivalent of that much money, the number on the price tag, they'll just let you walk away with the item. And so get this right. People want this, like, you know, this fake currency so bad that people are working, like, overtime long hours trying to work out, like, how do we make a better hot tub? How do we make a... Okay, so I'm definitely going to get my 20 ghasts in this round. You know, there are people who are so keen on making sure that you give them a bit of money, that they're working on making sure that we have better TVs with, you know, better processors in them. Oh, that was an interesting death. Unexpected. So chat, that was my quest number 2 is now complete. I've now got the battle cry emote, and I've got one more wave to unlock this emote, but I do have to kill 58 enemies. So I think I'm just going to go out there and try and attack them physically. If I don't need to be a range anymore, I might as well do it. Okay, let's try. Okay, we jump and we crouch, and we jump and we crouch, and I'm just gonna shoot my arrows. I guess if assists work, that's great. But I want to be out there physically, chat. Come on, let's go. I saw someone do it, so it must still work. Also, chat, I've decided I'm covering a biome in magma blocks. Hey, that's cool. That's what I did to make my the base of my volcano. Okay, I need to be helping on these iron golems. Chat, I'm having a hard time on it. It's not. Yeah, that was useful of me. Okay, so let's just go sit here instead. Let's attack enemies with my bow. Get some nice XP. What does the XP even mean, chat? What do I do with XP? I know what I do with emeralds. Oh, that was weird. When do I eat lava chicken here? Oh, I guess there's no, like, barrier you can go through here. Whereas I'm guessing the barrier here is, like, 1.5 blocks tall. And so all you have to do is, like, exactly hit it. But yeah, isn't that weird that there never feels like it revolves around pigs? So yeah, I went into a store, chat, and they're like, yeah, so we got this, like, new TV. It's cheaper than the one you bought literally a year ago. Because we reckon if we make this new TV cheaper, more people will buy them. And they're like, and it's like, oh yeah, but like, isn't money worth less? They're like, yeah, but we want you to buy our new TVs so bad, we made them better and cheaper. And then you go to like the fridge section. Chat, have you seen how cool washing machines look now? I don't do a lot of washing in my washing machine, but it looks so good that I'm excited. I want to be doing I want to do a wet cycle, you know. I want to do I'm excited, you know. I want to spend some time with a washing machine. They look really cool now. Have you gone to like a grocery store? You can spend like £7 and you can get so many cookies. No cape is worth this. I have no idea why. I'm level 100 and have no clue why. Wait, there's levels? What level am I?
Dark forces who want to destroy this world.
Does it say? Are you gonna tell me? Oh, look. Okay, so this is from the movie, chat, but this is from the movie trailer. I'm gonna upgrade my pickaxe now, because I'm gonna go into the mines, because you all know I yearn for them. Oh, I should have gotten fortune. That'd be nice. Instead, we'll just upgrade. So I've got decent enough tools. It's nice to know you can upgrade them. It stops at 100 shugs. But where do you find out your level? 18? Oh, that level. Right. Okay, yep. Totally get ya. Thank you, Kit Kats. I would get the other capes if I could, says Blueberry TV. You know what? You can do anything you set your mind to. If you just set your mind to it. Yeah, if you just set your mind to anything, you can set your mind to it. That's what I've always said. So yeah, we can go in here now. We can mine some diamonds. Hey, bread and cheese man! I'm craving fondue.
I'm craving fondue. I just ate a lame burger. It was $34.
34 Canadian. I spent $11.75 on a really good smash burger. I want to share a photo of it. I think it's the grossest looking thing I've ever taken a picture of, chat. Yeah, it was a really interesting place actually. It was called Junk. I just went to a restaurant called Junk because I was just walking around I was with a couple of friends who were like done with walking around for a bit. Also, let's mine some of these. No, that's my lapis, friend. It's my lapis. So we're looking for diamonds. Where do you think we're gonna find the diamonds? That's an interesting question. So what's interesting about this last challenge is you've actually been able to do it for a little while now, but oh, diamonds! Wow, they're sitting behind the... So I picked up 2 diamonds now. And so according to the quest, we need to mine 60 of those. Okay, that's a lot. Oh, actually, it's not that many if they spawn in veins like this. So this is very much like the April Fool's snapshot. We just want to mine diamonds all day, every day. And it looks like they're actually wildly common. Okay, I was worried we'd be down here for a while. We're gonna get this. Be careful, there's a lava parkour in this area. Do I have to do the lava parkour to get out, though, or... Maybe we should get, most of the diamonds first and work out the rest later. Yeah, this is real easy, chat. I am under no stress right now. Can I replace my lava chicken with the diamonds? I think I'd like to do that. Fortune is... and I'll replace the top lava. Okay, there we go. By the way, okay, you know, can I mention something... Can I mention something that upsets me? The tot launcher, I was excited when the tot launcher came up in the Minecraft movie, and then it never comes up again. Again, it's like, there's so many non sequiturs that are just there for the sake of being there. It's like, why? I would love, by the way, if the crafting recipes, you'd actually make basically anything you wanted, like you can in the game. Man, if Minecraft was more like the Minecraft movie, it'd be great. This is a great Minecraft video idea. The movie is just for fun. They put a lot of effort into it. I think it would be good in a humorous way and not in a serious or nostalgic way. Oh yeah, you're getting no nostalgia from this movie. Hate to tell you that if you're not excited to hear it. But there's no nostalgia to be had from the movie for most people. But okay, there we go. There's a lot of goofy bits. Like, you know, even why does Steve do a jingle for the lava chicken? It's so... it's solely so that, the guy who's, partially passed out in the back of the cinema goes, ah! You know, let's be honest, on his sofa, watching this on Netflix in 6 months' time. It's so he can be like, wow! Anyway, that's my hot take. Okay, so we've got 62 diamonds. We just have to get out now. There is no value to mining anymore. So, how do I get out, chat? I've seen no sign that indicates that. Although this way looks like it goes up, which has to be good. It is scary doing lava parkour, but I'm just trying to get out at this point. So for some reason I was trying to get the cape before level 2 of the mines was unlocked. Is that a glitch? Yeah, no, it's not. There were a couple of ways you could do it. One was with a glitched resource pack, but the other was there's a mob that gave out diamonds. I don't know enough about why, how, what, when, but I do know it's a thing apparently. So yeah, how do you... This was the lava parkour, you've done it. Hey, that's exciting. I'm going for a mob spawner. I did a great job at the lava parkour, I think it's fair to say. And now we can get whatever's in these chests. So they left weird items in there in the last one, but I guess they've removed them now. Do I need to be here, or is this just a dead end? Oh god, it looks like a dead end. Yep, this just exists for the sake of existing, it looks like. So now we go lava chicken our way across this cave. We're not going up there. We're not going over here. Are we going down this way? No. Yeah, I really don't understand this minigame, chat. It's like go mining and then come out of the mine. But don't ask us where out of the mine is. We're not going to tell you. So this way. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Okay, this way a little bit. And then to this way. Just get some nice runs in. Okay, there we go. That looks like an exit. It's got two tall... Yay, we did it, chat! Except I didn't find the minecart. Where are you meant to find a minecart? Do you craft one? Also, there's so many diamonds here. Chat, how do I get out? I don't understand. Do I have to craft? I don't have access to my inventory. Okay, there we go. I did there. Yeah, it's really broken right now. I'm gonna not worry too much about this. How do I play as reckless? I mean strategic. Yeah, I'm curious. Hog boss? You find it in the dungeon chests. But I went to the dungeon chests. Okay, I'll go back. Maybe if I go back again. There's minecarts in treasure chests. How do I turn on vibrant visuals? Says Morgan Short. And why am I being annoyed? Why am I being ignored? Never assume you're being ignored. You know, actually, usually you don't assume you're being ignored. I think it's a life problem. Oh, this is scary. Is the server lagging? Oh, thank God, someone else is saying it. Oh no, chat, I'm on fire. That's bad. You think the game is assuming I'm in lava right now? Yeah. Wait, you can chat on this server? I'm yelling like a goat, chat. The movie's mostly a meme factory. It's clear from the beginning they don't take themselves seriously. Yeah, look at me, chat. The treasure chest reset after a while. Wait, so you can't go in the treasure chest if someone else has been in there recently? How nice. Yes. Oh. Let's read what his message says, chat. Let's go into the settings. Let's go into accessibility. Or is it game? Maybe it's general. Oh, no. Okay. Let's go into settings. Let's go into general. Let's turn off filter profanity. Let's see what he said. Yes, toy cat. Why did that get censored? What's so offensive about yes, toy cat? Who's Toy Cat? Toy Cat, I'm gonna see the Minecraft movie right now. Is level 2 open? It is. It's so broken. The game is punishing me right now. I said I just want to do this and get out, and it's like, no. You will not get out. Ugh. Yeah, this is rough. This is frustrating. This is very frustrating. I just want to get out. I don't care about yourself. Okay. Do we just log out and log in, chat? Oh, I can't even... Okay. Ooh, the report button now. He didn't say it right. It's Toycat is yes. Yeah, it's... He tried. Yeah, this server's lagging so bad. It's, like, unplayably bad. I'm guessing someone did something, like, really game-breaking on it. So we just have to leave. I got all of those diamonds, chat, but we have to leave them all behind. It's not going to start working anytime soon. Also, a bug lull, demand parity in the chat. The movie's very fun because at no point does it take itself seriously. There's a plot point that wants to be taken seriously, but is just forgotten after the first 5 seconds. What's the plot point that wants to be taken seriously, in your opinion? Mate the potato? Yeah, I think the movie's good. Like you say, I'm glad it doesn't take itself seriously, but also it doesn't poke too much fun at itself. It is it does what it does well, and that is surprisingly tricky. Also, what? All's lost. Okay. So yeah, we'll assume that when we do the server again, it won't lag that bad. So I'm just going to run to the exit first, and then I'll mine the diamonds later. I don't mind taking a bit of damage on the way. Oh, I don't remember it looking like this. We on the right levels? This looks like level 1, right? This looks like level 1 to me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is level 1. Let's go back to the mines. Ore's lost, that's fine. Okay, so I want to make sure specifically I go to level 2. That's the level that has the diamonds on it. Okay, this looks different, I think. No, it kind of looks the same. Okay, I'm going to follow that guy. He's got a cape. So he probably knows what he's doing. Might be survivorship bias at play there. According to the player, the serious plot point is after Steve opened the net portal, the piglins tried to take over the overworld because they have creativity. Oh, they do not take that plot point seriously in the slightest. Let me assure you of that. If there's one thing I can tell you, and be absolutely sure of, it is that they do not think that that is a serious... The ending too, right? So again, no one, you know, spoiling it, I think, is rude for the sake of no real benefit. But the ending is just bananas. Like the ending plot point to the way that weird monster wants to take over the overworld. It's like, again, that's why I describe it as either stoner humor or like 8-year-old humor. And yes, I'm arguing stoners and 8-year-olds share a humor sense. Get with the program if you disagree. Oh, go! I'm impressed the pickaxe killed it so quickly. So we're just trying to go up to the exit. And then we'll mine some diamonds now. We're basically here. Okay, do you think I got the credit for those diamonds there? I don't think I did. So hopefully this guy doesn't get too much in my way. I say as he's getting literally as much in my way as he can. Actually, let's get the creeper to explode near him. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm not trying to help him. So let's actually see. How many mobs have I killed? 157. Let's see if that number goes up if I kill a mob here. So I go back to quests. 158. So it's enemies killed anywhere. So I might as well kill all the mobs I run across because I need to eventually. Okay. Doesn't count as a kill, but it's fine. Is the final challenge out? Yes, it is. I am getting the final challenge right now. Help, says Shaggy subset. But yeah, I think I have a real soft spot for anything that is good enough to spend a bunch of money on something but still not take itself too seriously. Because it's the easiest path forwards for all that stuff. By the way, there were so many diamonds when I was here last time, and now there's just nothing, chat. Now it's just nothing. So I'm going to kill the spiders. They're really easy kills. And so we must. And yeah, look at it. There's just no diamonds. Okay, there's diamonds there. I'll go get them. And there's diamonds here. And I'm hoping that the chests are going to have something in them. There's only a chest over here. Come on. Minecart, chat. Heck yeah. Okay, I've got my minecart. And I could kill mobs here for a little bit, actually. Probably an easy way to get that done. But now we just need to get 45 more diamonds and kill 30-something more mobs. 35 more mobs. And then we'll have the cape. I will yearn. No longer. So you guys in chat, did you like the movie or was it just me? I think everyone in my... Okay, you know, something I don't like, actually. I think this is like a way that I'm becoming an old man. I don't like when people like say things in the cinema. I think this is like a piece of poor behavior that's come from COVID. But the idea that like, oh yeah, this is a line we all know, let's say it together. It's like, I know we all know it, but let's let the man on the screen, you know, let's let the Jack Black who's played, you know, tens of millions of dollars for this, let's let him say it, you know? How about that? You know, it's a wild idea if I could be so nutty. If we all know what he's saying already, what are we bringing to the table by saying it ourselves? Besides proving that we know the line, but we already know that we know the line. Being dead, really necessary. Being dead is really necessary, says Make the Potato. Love your username, by the way. You are a very lovely potato. I'll watch the movie when it's on streaming or Blu-ray. Yeah, I think... Okay, you know what? I'm more excited to see the movie now I've heard Toy Cat's review, says Kit Kat. Oh yeah, 100% you need to watch the movie. If you went to the Villager Rescue and you were like, yeah, it's decent enough anyway, I guess. Let me tell you, you watch the movie and you'll be like, oh, it's like if someone made the Villager Rescue but they didn't have a budget of 4 potatoes. And okay, so there's diamonds here. There's a lot of diamonds here. I'm gonna go get those diamonds. They're my diamonds. They're my diamonds. You can't have them because they're mine. Did I actually get any from that? I don't know. Yeah, it's real hard to actually get these diamonds in her. Also, come back daily to check out new quests, reward, and more. I don't need to see it. Don't need to hear it. So I'm gonna throw up my saxophone now. As much as I love my saxophone, put the minecart in there. And we're gonna try and get the last of these diamonds. Honestly, this is probably really fun somewhere in the game mode design. But the way it is for me right now, I'm just like ticking some boxes, mining some diamonds. Not even baked potatoes. Yeah, not even. Just absolute. Oh, no! What? Chat. I was killing him so easily, but straight back to the guy. It's fine. It's fine. I'll mine the I cannot believe I've lost it all twice. I just want a cape. It's all I want, chat. It's all I want in my life. I just need the cape. So let's go this way. I guess I need to kill the enemies anyway. Let's see it as a positive. I'm here to kill enemies first, get diamonds second. I feel a lot of tragedy. All cinema movies are cinema exclusive at the beginning and get sold for home watching later. Yeah, I think the movie companies don't want people to think this way. They want you to think, if I don't see this in cinema now, I'll never see this. But it's like, well, obviously, that wouldn't happen. And even if it did, like, I think people would say piracy is acceptable if you physically can't pay to watch a movie anymore. So these are my diamonds. Thank you very much. But, like, yeah, it's like, you can make... There are some movies that go straight to Netflix because they justify, like, well, Netflix will pay us like 50 million for this movie. That's enough by itself. Movies like the Minecraft Million, if they only made 50 million from Netflix, they'd be like deep in the red, right? And so to justify the spending, they have to try and get a lot of people to spend $10 a piece on it, which they largely do. Tokat yearns for the cape, says Akash Warrior. You have no idea how much I'm yearning for this cape right now. You have no idea. So we go down here. I'm getting these diamonds and I'm getting out, chat. There's nothing that'll stop me. Chat, is Toycat only on the left ear for anyone else, or is it just a me issue? Yeah, it's okay. Does anyone know how to solve this? Chat, am I only on your left ear right now? Because everyone's saying it's being fixed by a YouTube refresh, but then why is it happening specifically to my live streams? Go underwater, says Morgan Short. What would I gain from going underwater? You got me curious. Got me curious and scared. Okay, so we're going this way. We've almost got our 50 diamonds already. We'll just mine a couple as we run past here. I don't know if we actually have to pick them up or not. No, they just immediately go into you. The diamond mining animation is just for fun. So we'll mine them as we run past. And we want to go this way and then up here, right? So yeah, mining as we run past diamonds is the most effective way to do it. I've proven this many times before. But let's pick up some gold too. If there's nothing else to mine. Some lapis perhaps. And then down here, by the way, look at this. 50 diamonds now. So I've only got, at this point, I have to get out and I have to kill 27 more enemies. And we are golden. That's all I've got to do, chat. The question is, can I do it? You know, history. I can hear you in both ears. Yeah, it's like your microphone is panned to the left in recording software. So my microphone is actually set to mono to make sure it's perfectly balanced in both. It's a... so it's really weird that it comes to YouTube that way. There's only a few preachy virtue signals in the movie, says Websby. I think by and large, right, my hot take is movies, you could make an argument they were getting pretty, you know, I don't like the word woke, but, you know, they're going that direction. But I think it became... What happened there, by the way? Oh, Lord. Oh, let me out of here. I think the audiences said they hate it, or at least 20% of audiences said they hate it. And that's enough to be like, why would you alienate 20% of your customers? It's like the biggest rule in business as to why you don't get political unnecessarily. Like, you don't need your razor company to be political. You don't need your... Oh, okay, I've started attacking an Enderman. That seems like a poor idea. I'm gonna die, chat. Not again. Not again. How are they spawning so much now? They weren't spawning that much before. Okay, so the chest definitely has what I need in it. It's just whether I can kill enough stuff first. Okay, so I'm gonna let myself heal up a lot. I'm gonna check my quests to see if I'm doing well on this one. 188, that's great news. So this is 190 after these two. We're gonna do them both at the same time. It's gonna be a perfect... Finish the quests at the same moment. Go, minecart. Get out. Get out. No, that's a creeper. That's a creeper. Okay, this is 191, 192, 193, 194, 195. Oh, the... How... Ah! This is the worst server event ever. By far. I don't... What is the game in this? What is the fun in this? What is the, oh, I want to do that again in this? Why is it 50 diamonds? Ah! Okay. I'm gonna mine the diamonds. I am deeply unfulfilled as a human being off the basis of this challenge, chat. I am upset and I am amazed, but I am continuing. So someone said go underwater. Why am I going underwater? Just to be clear here, why is this something you want very badly? Yeah, very sad face. I agree. We clan Torrents. You know, we clan Torrents. Am I allowed to ask? What is the? I assumed for the first while that I saw your username that was like a clan, and then like later I've come to conclude like, oh, because you're the Torrents clan, like clan being like the Scottish word for like, you know, like team, family, whatever. Do you have a deeper explanation than that, or have I like got it on the head? Okay, I'm gonna mine these. No, you don't. No, you don't. They're my diamonds. They're not my diamonds. On this map, there's nothing of value underwater. Oh, there's an easy route. Oh, that's fun. That's very fun. So we're just running down this cave. Ideally getting there before that guy. I'm Bedrock regen on a multiplayer server like this, where there's mobs to fight. I think someone was feeling masochistic. This is the only explanation. How did you lose your 64 diamonds? Thank you for asking, Daniel. Anyway, Ryantastic. So still the best server in the minigame. Yeah, oh, best minigame on the server. Yeah, I think probably so. It's I think someone described it as Sands of Time, but worse. You got it? One little Scottish family of Torrances. Oh, that's fun. I nailed it. You know, yeah, that means you can get a clan tag, like TORR, when you play games that support one. And then, you know, instead of just being a normal clan tag, it's like literally for you, the tag for your clan. Yeah, okay, there we go. Let's get these ones. It's full of diamonds. I cheated to find out. Also, underwater lush caves. Yeah, I don't know if there is. Morgan Short. Are you doing okay? Okay, the minecart isn't here. Minecart's in there. Perfect. So I'm just getting out. I'll kill the zombies. Not because I want to, but because I know I need I need to do it on a technical level. So that should have been enough to get the challenge done. Chat, let's look at it. I've killed 198. This is 199 now. Chat, one more monster kill and we're done. So let's make sure we line this up perfectly. Replace the lapis with a minecart. Let's mine these over. Yeah. Okay, 37 diamonds. Nothing can stop me now. This way is so much harder. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm getting diamonds on the way to where I'm going already. And you're saying go to a place that you can't see, and then there's way more diamonds there. Appreciate the wanting to help though. Again, it's nice of you to want to help me. I think there's this really hard thing. Actually, you know, can I to help people out in a way that this is like a thing that's inside of me. I feel like oh, look at all the diamonds here, by the way. Maybe I'm the only one who has this, but I have this like deep desire inside of me that you want to help people out. Like, how can you not want to help people? You know, and so when you see someone that's like, say, doing something wrong, chat. Oh, today I had a funny thing happen to me today. I walked past a guy on the street, and he's on the phone, and I was just like, your phone, like the torch is on. I was like trying to indicate, and he was so annoyed at me. He was like, you know, he like proper like got in my face about it. And I was like, that's so funny, because I've mentioned this happening to me before. But like, when a memory gets old enough, you start to and if you tell a story enough, you're like, am I exaggerating this, or did this really happen? No. This guy was angry at me for trying to help him. This guy acted like I had just, you know, like, told him that his mother was a goat. And I thought it was funny, because, you know, like, why would that be someone's reaction? And it's like, well, yeah, because, like, you know, if he's on a phone call, you know, he doesn't care about the battery until he realizes it's a problem. If this is his first time leaving his torch on, or he has a giant battery, then if you use your phone just to actually call people, maybe you don't care that the torch is on. Maybe he was just using the torch, and actually he goes back and forth on this phone call to use it. There are all sorts of reasons why you can help someone, and... So what is this minecart I'm doing right here? Do I need to be in this? This is the lamest thing I've ever done. Is there another section of this mine, by the way, chat? Or is it going to let me out? Is it going to let me take my diamonds and be successfully done? No, there's more? Okay, so I'm going to break this for sure. Okay, I'm in no mood for diamonds right now. I'm in the mood for successfully coming out with my goodies. That's what I want to do. Please let me. Watch out, on some days, piglins or players will be buffed. Okay, chat. We did it. Wait, what? Oh, I haven't completed quest 3. I need to go kill one monster, chat. If we kill one monster, we're good to go. So I'll go to level 2. I'll find literally the first monster I can, and we'll go kill it. And then we'll complete both quests at the same time. So, just to show you this one, chat, I'm pretty excited. Can we find a single monster? Okay, just to show you this one. Where is the monster? There he is. Okay, so if we look, quest 3, not complete. Quest 6, not complete. But then we kill him. Yes! And we unlocked this thing right here. The Yearn Cape. View in the dressing room. I'm gonna go look in the dressing room right now. Where's my cape? It takes a while to activate. But yeah, fun times. Very, very fun times. We did it! I'm a, how many capes do I have now? 14-time cape owner? Minecraft has too many capes. And they're starting to, I think, deliberately try and devalue them if I'm getting a little mildly conspiratorial with you. But here we go, we did it. Never have to play the server again. My life, it is done, and I am happy. I kind of want to play the Minecraft movie DLC. So chat, if you've watched the Minecraft movie, I genuinely think, even though it's got some really questionable co-branded merch, and some really fun stuff too. Look at this, I can drink out of a creeper, chat. It's so fun. It's like, it feels weird too, like it's a type of squishy plastic, like it's fun. It's got the little Minecraft movie on the bottom. It's made in China. But yeah, the Minecraft DLC, you're in Garrett's store, which is fun. Is he gonna tell me lines from the movie? Give me a line from the movie. Remember, there are 2 I's in winning. That is a line from the movie. There's no I in team, but there's 2 I's in winning, chat. Sorry, no autographs. Checked out each game yet? My favorite is the cube one. You can play as my buddy Steve in these games. Is this after he comes back? These games were inspired by totally not inspired by real events. Totally. Oh, so this is actually a Minecraft movie sequel. Oh. Oh. Anyway, thank you very much for watching today's video. To make sure we finish it up, just in case someone skips to the end and is like, Toy Cat, that's not the how dare this title not perfectly describe this 3-hour-long video? Because when the streams are done, they become videos. So for those people... Oh, my skin isn't working. It's okay. My skin never works. Thank you for watching. I had a great stream today. I hope you did too. And I'm looking forward to getting back into Ultra Flat. But I do think we might have to get another couple things done in the meantime. It's been a while since we've had a Let's Play World stream. We got the Vibrant... We got a lot of things to tackle. And I'm looking forward to doing those. So soon we'll be in the Ultra Flat World chat. But not today. Speaking of not today, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And I'll see... Is it lightning in? Really? And I'll see you in the next one. Okay. Goodbye. Oh, it's a... You know, I'll stay for the thunderstorm. It's a nice little weather effect, right? Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Let's see if I've got my cape yet. Oh no, I have to, okay. I have to stop pick step till I get a cape now. This is terrible. Yeah, thank you for watching, chat. I'm gonna go squidge out on my sofa. And tomorrow I think I'm gonna work on a Q&A video. And a video about Vibrant Visuals. Hopefully, we can get both of those done before the end of the weekend. And you can have a great time as much as I had one. It's been a lot of fun. I agree. We Clan Torrents, Morgan Short, Bread and Cheese Man, Bird for Life. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you, Sparrow Song. Also, yeah, I hope that you are all doing wonderfully. Because I'll see you next time. Bye.